Hello, 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 everybody. Oh, I messed up something. All right. How is everybody doing tonight? I hope everybody is doing well. I'm still tentative on my work thing, but I don't think I'm needed tonight. So there's that. But yeah, who is excited? I believe we're starting the second phase of the thing. So I think we're gonna kind of figure out finally, if I finish it tonight, we're gonna figure out why Phoenix, not Phoenix, but Apollo left. Which I'm really excited to see. I've really been enjoying the games. I need to pick up the Edgeworth Files before while it's on sale and stuff. I'm still on Steam. But right, we just got our recess done, and Blackwell was like, I don't want them to have a super long one. Hold on, I want to open up my drink. But yes. All right. Hopefully it's not too low. He busted out of his shackles. Yeah. What was that all about? Guess they don't make shackles like they used to. Better be careful, Apollo. You really brought out the samurai in him, especially after you proved there was a Timitaro impersonator at the manor. What's with that guy and the whole samurai act, anyway? Such fine swordmanship. That is no mere act. Mr. Justice, it's high time I challenge this jailhouse prosecutor to a duel. No, wait. Let's save the dueling until after we proved you're innocent. I suppose I could wait till later. Does anyone remember we're conducting a trial here? Athena, I'm going to go wash up. Remember what Blackwell said, Apollo? Don't be late. We're gonna be late. Be late, Apollo. Be late. Oh, whoa. Even our defendant is on Team Blackwell. Now then, I believe our next witness is Miss Jinxie Tenma, a maid at the QB Manor. I believe we can proceed now if the witness is ready, that is. Hello, Greediest Pog! Hello! Oh, three stream streak. How are you tonight? This is a pretty good emote. Your next line is, hey Miriam, how are you doing tonight? Did I just get JoJo'd? Is this the part where you run away? After you pull a Joseph Joestar on me? Howdy, I'm good, just vibing. How are you? I'm doing pretty well tonight. I'm doing good. But yeah. Hee hee. But yeah, I'm doing good. I hope y'all are doing good tonight. Today was a pretty chill day. I believe we can proceed now if the witness is ready. Oh yeah, I'm not really hydrating. I'm drinking Dr. Pepper Zero Sugar, but it's still a drink. I clicked out the game. I went to a safari today and fed an elephant some carrots. Ooh, I'm jealous. Neuron Hall, leader of the 100 demons. He really does exist. Dr. Pepper is hydrating. Yeah. I think Zero Sugar Dr. Pepper makes you more thirsty. I think Black Quill makes me thirsty. Actual eep. Did my actual eep play? No, there should be an actual eep. Oh, did my computer turn off? Oh, my computer reset. Ah. When that happened? Good eep, 8 out of 10. Thank you. It's not my actual one. I gave you an actual one, but there should have been an actual one that played. Wow. That is one well-polished tray.
The witness will show her face while in court of or her testimony will be inadmissible. Eek! What is this? What is it, my child?
Be gone, Neuron! Leader of the 100 demons! Each eep is not personalized? No, no. I just do a lot of eeps. I've been asked how I can do that. I don't know. I'm just really good at eeping. My version. Well, no, they all sound the same, you know? And then there's 10 out of 10 voice acting. 100 out of 10 voice acting. Thank you, Pog.
Oh, you think I'm a yokai? Well, I was once known as a judicial monster. Sorts. The beast of the bar, the demon of doom, if you will.
My charm has no effect. The demon of due process? Not sure I can see that one. Now, you little scamp. Yes? I trust you know why you're here. Bags. Oh, that Trixie Tanuki. Try the noodles and go and enjoy a big bowl of Tanuki tail noodles while you're at it. Everyone's a comedian. No, I meant your bags. The one under your eyes. You must have trouble sleeping. Here, this charm will keep Azakuraya. This charm will keep Azakuraya away. Azakuraya. The yokai that washes Azuka beans. The only thing needing washing will be your father's neck before I take his head clean off. Azakuraya often keeps people up at night with the noises he makes washing beans. But if you stick this charm on your forehead, you won't hear him anymore. Is that so? Well, thank you. He's so sweet, even though he killed someone. I mean, all I'm seeing is green. Looks like, I was about to say professor. Looks like Prosecutor Blackquill got more than he bargained for. They're bad enough alone, but together, those two are just plain deep.
Your testimony, if you please, mister. Specifically, whether or not you saw Tim Mataro when you discovered the crime scene.
You're the second. You know, that's a weird coincidence. And you need to have two. You need to have 10 cents. One 5 cent for somebody else and another 5 cent for someone else. I forgot the word for the 5 cent for a second. My brain blanked out. What Jinxie saw? Did I see Tim Martaro in the Fox Chamber? The other one was the main character in Mouthwashing. Okay. I played Mouthwashing and I find that very... I'm raising my eyebrows at that. Because, are they talking about... Yeah! Look, if you forget everything he's done, he is not that attractive to me. And I like some strange people in media. I don't know. I never thought that character was attractive. I could see Curly. I could see people liking Curly, but Jimmy, nah. You know who the other crush of hers was? Who? Now I'm curious. The embarrassed emotion. Is that out? What? I will say, who did I have a crush on when I was younger? I will say, I did like that one villain from We Were Losing the Plot. We were losing the plot. We're losing the plot here. What am I talking about? Let me get back to the game. But I will say I did have like a crush on a Sailor Moon villain when I was younger. That was like my childhood crush. LMAO, sorry for derailing. No. It was not a technical derailing. You had probable cause for that derailing. Did I see Timataro in the fox chamber? Well, when I opened the door, I saw, yes! Now I remember! Yokai right there in that room! So, there was a yokai at the scene of the crime. Lots and lots of them! Wait, more than one yokai? Did Timataro happen to be among them? I don't know! All I know is the room was swimming in yokai! Kasha, Nurakabe, Nurikabe, Kasha, Nurikabe, Seto Tashio. Okay, Kasha, okay. I have to be very conscious of not reading like full syllables because a lot of these are like 2 syllables. Kashia, Rikabe, Seto Toshio. They were all there. Well, I mean,
This is an unexpected turn of events. We've gone from no yokai to a flood of them. This is ludicrous. You would have this court listen to this delusional little scamp's testimony.
Your Honor, I believe her memory is simply clouded by fear. But a quick therapy session should ease her mind. With the court's permission, of course.
What a fabulous idea. Please proceed, Miss Sykes.
You sure you know what you're doing, Athena? She's obviously not herself. The trauma of discovering that crime scene and the fear of testifying have her dazed and confused. A regular ball of confusion. Dazed and confused? All right. Thank you, Matthew McConaughey, voice actor coach for Fulbright. He was not sponsoring this stream. But my analytical psychology-based approach should be able to help her.
Any objections, prosecutor Blackwell?
All right.
Shall we proceed, Miss Sykes?
I feel like I lost the judge's voice tonight. He's not happy. It makes no difference to me. Do as you will, but I doubt we shall get any viable testimony. She'd be better served by bearing witness to the sword skills I forged in a distant land. I'll show you. Hell yeah! That is a lot of trauma. Did I see Tamataro in the Fox Chamber? Well, when I opened the door, I saw. Now I remember. Yokai right there in that room. Found something. It looks like an out of control emotion. Athena? What exactly are we looking at here? Oh, this is one of Widget's functions. Right here, you can see the images and emotions extracted from the witness's voice. Whoa. You mean that little thing can do all this? I'm watching, but I might snooze off and stop talking. You're fine, Miriam. It's totally fine if you need to get some sleep. I think I've had a couple of people drift off to my streams, which is surprising. If that comes to pass, I hope you have a good stream. Well, I hope you have a good nap, Miriam. Or sleep. I don't know if you're napping or sleeping. Those are two totally different things if you nap and sleep constantly like I do. Pretty cool, huh? And here I thought it was just some kid's toy. You got great voice and relaxing and such. Oh, well, thank you. Agreed. Oh, well, thank y'all. Unfortunately, all I'm getting is an overflow error right now. See how sad is brightly lit there at the bottom left? She's under an uncontrollable amount of distress, which is masking her other emotions. It seems the sheer terror she experienced has made her a confused mess. So, all those yokai she thinks she saw are a product of her rampant emotions? Yes, that's right. Her fear has instilled in her hallucinations and lost memories. She's seeing normal, everyday objects as monsters in her mind. It's a form of schizophrenic hallucinations brought on by emotional trauma. And the traumas in Jeezy's case is fear. So, she was and still is seeing ordinary objects as yokai. We'll have to find the root cause of her extreme fear before we can treat it. Oh, hi, Profane! How are you tonight? How was Monster Hunter Wild? I saw you were streaming. Let me give you a shout out. That is not how I spell shout out. Wait. Oh, that's right. Yes, hello, Raiders. Hello, everybody. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Sorry, I was getting that done. Give me one quick second. Okay, I had a sniffle. But hello. You tell Athena that you saw an alien in the sky and she would tell you to get off the coffee and stop being a prison. Maybe you won't see weird shit no more. Raiders, hi. Hey, Lynn, how are you? I'm doing good. How are you doing? Oh, man. I need to get me one of those wiggle emotes so bad. They're so cute. I saw a couple of people on VGen who could do them that I've been debating on really, really hard because I really want one. I just feel like that would match my stream vibe so much. But yeah, how is Monster Hunter Wilds? I know you're playing that. Aurora Starshine is artist. Message me if you want her VGen. Yes. I've made a wiggly before. I'm an animator. Hit me up. Okay, I will do Miriam. Oh, that's cute too. Oh, boom, there you go. Yeah, I'll definitely check your stuff out near them after stream. I really want one of those emotes because I feel like it matches the gesture vibe so perfectly with the populo Pokemon. I did not pick that Pokemon on Sun and Moon. I went with Rowlet. I'm a pretty big grass type user, except for in my favorite gen, I'm a water type. I switch between water type and grass type. Yeah, the seal thing, LMAO. Yeah. The steel thing. Yes. I had to think about it for a minute. We'll have to find the root cause of her extreme fear before we can treat it. Now, let's see. Apollo, can you point out the yokai on the Wheel of Fire? She seems particularly terrified of that one. Start by pressing the probe. With Q, okay. Next, point to what's causing Jinxie's out of control emotion. Finally hit probe again and try to get to the heart of the matter. Okay, let's give this a try. Okay, press Q. Cat monster on the Wheel of Fire. That's most likely a chandelier. R. Jinxie. What's the name for that yokai on the Wheel of Fire? That's Akasha, a yokai that steals the body of the recently deceased. I bet it came to steal the aldermans. Delete. Yeah, I'm getting it. There we go. It's like a race game. How fast can you delete the bot? It's almost creepy how well that fits the actual situation. Exactly. It's a form of hallucination where the patient can't see things for what they are. Lynn, do you use SariBot? They delete these messages immediately. Sorry, I might have to lurk for now. Oh, that's fine, Profane. I hope you enjoy your lurk. No, I don't have any. I use Automod. I use Automod. I use Twitch's Automod. SiriBot is a Twitch bot I use, and they are really neat. Okay, I'll have to check them out. Hold it. I got an idea. Copy that, paste, enter. Okay, I've got it searched up. This might be okay. So Nail has in some collabs. I've mentioned that I stream with like my OBS running, and then I still have the Twitch page in the background on Chrome. And apparently you really should not be streaming with Chrome open. But I do it anyway. I don't know. It's like a habit now. It's like a habit I have of streaming with Chrome open. And yes, I have multiple tabs open. I have multiple instances of Chrome open right now with their own tabs. Bestie. I feel like I can feel the judgment coming from chat right now. I use Firefox, which is strictly the stream. With strictly the stream manager open. Yeah, I should do that. I don't know why I had two instances of like Chrome open. There we go. I'm down to 1. How many tabs, Lynn? It was less than 10. Honestly, it was more like 6. I had 4 tabs in one instance and then 2 tabs in another. Exactly. It's a form of hallucination where the patients can't see things for what they are. There must be something at the scene of the crime that she's mistaking for a Kasha. Apollo, you need to point out what she thought was a yokai on the Wheel of Fire. How did you put 4 vowels in the word tin? Tin. 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 Stop. How did I say it? I think I know the answer now. Jinxie. That wasn't a Kasha you saw. Could you have possibly mistaken this for a Kasha?
Take that!
The light fixture? This one right here. It has a flame design and is up there on the ceiling. There was never a yokai on the Wheel of Fire. The Kasha you saw was just a light fixture. Okay. That's one memory back to normal. Nice job. Now that you've gotten the hang of it, it should be a cinch to point out the rest. Jinxie, what about this wall-like monster? That's Nurikabai. It's a wall monster that blocks your way or leads you astray. That's no yokai, Jinxie. It's a folding screen. And this raccoon dog isn't a tanuki monster. It's just the statue of one. And look, these are just coffee cups. And this right here, that's nothing more than a fox statue. I don't know what I was thinking. What did she say? Huh, the thing auto-scrolled on me. You did it, Apollo. Her extreme fear is under control now. It was all just my eyes playing tricks on me. There weren't any yokai after all. See? A clear-cut statement. That's the power of my psychology and your intuition, Apollo. And just like we thought, there never really were any yokai in the Fox Chamber. Don't say that. Don't say that. Right. There never really were any yokai there. So the defense is asserting the exact opposite of their original assertion. I saw that coming a mile away. Wait. Jinxie, what about Timataro? There wasn't anyone there dressed up as Timataro or any other yokai either. I remember it clearly now. You've gotta be joking. Heart, I love that we get to see a bit more detail when they do the back shots. Like the back, not that, oh my god, I shouldn't use that word. When they do the shots from the back. When they turn around the camera. Order. We're just gonna move on. No question. Take the question mark out of the chat. Take the question mark out of the chat. Take the question mark out of the chat. Yeah, I'm not signed in on this. I can't remember how to delete. The joke's right there. Order in the court. I think we just dug our own grave. Allow me to push you on in. It's the least I could do. No! Apollo, can I interrupt your freak out for just a minute? I'm still picking up some noise. It's an unexpected emotion. Does that mean Jinxie hasn't remembered everything yet? Exactly. We should be able to get something else out of her. I'll enter the new information we have and run an update.
I suddenly lost my Athena voice.
I was so scared when I entered the room. My legs gave out and I fell to the floor. I saw... Wait. This is a total... So we don't have this in the statement. Did I see Mataro in the fox chamber? I was so scared. But when I entered the room, my legs gave out and I fell to the floor. There in the fox chamber, I saw... Ooh, clicked out of the game. The alderman dead on a table and Papa collapsed in a chair. Okay. Nobody else was there, and that includes Mataro. But who did she see in the hallway? She did not see Mataro in the fox chamber, y'all. She said that she saw somebody run out. Wait, what am I supposed to do? Try and find the emotion that contradicts her statement. So, if I find a contradictory emotion, I should point it out? That's right. But it's not just contradictory. Emotions you should look out for. You should also keep an eye out for sudden changes in an emotion's intensity. Her emotions might get stronger or weaker as you move from statement to statement. It's important to compare how the same emotion changes throughout the testimony. Contradictory emotions and changes in intensity. Okay, I'll give it a shot. Okay, did I see Mataro on the fox thing? I was so scared when I entered the room. My legs gave out and I fell to the floor. Okay. There in the fox chamber, I saw... Okay, this is a little and this is a lot. Then it shifts from this to now even. And then it suddenly gets way bigger. That's sad and that's surprise, right? Happy, angry. Okay, well, let's pinpoint something.
Got it.
Because this is a shift. This seems like an unnatural reaction. Really? Because I don't see it that way. So it is an unexpected given her testimony? Hello? Is anybody in there? Just nod if you can hear me. Yes, there is someone at home, and that someone is going to try that again. Okay, finally, I was so scared when I entered the room. My legs gave out and I fell to the floor. This has gone really high and this has gone really low.
Got it.
That's odd. The amount of fear you felt is rather low despite your legs having given out from fright. Could something have lessened your fear? Actually, I did experience a sudden burst of courage at that moment. You did? Where did it come from? Let me think. Oh, it was Mama. I suddenly felt as if she were there with me. Okay, I'll enter sudden burst of courage. Now, let's see. Ah, look. Apollo, the noise is all gone. Jinxie seems to have remembered everything now.
Okay, that was quick.
Bye-bye. A sudden burst of courage. Now, where could have that come from? Jinxie, was there something that gave you a sudden burst of courage? Yes, there was, but I realized I had done something naughty when I thought about it later. Any idea what could have given Jinxie that courage? Well, there is one piece of evidence that comes to mind. I wonder if she saw something like it, at the scene of the crime. Jinxie, did your sudden burst of courage have anything to do with this?
Take that!
Jinxie, you didn't happen to see a nine-tails flower there at the scene, did you? Ah! The demon lawyer strikes again! I can't hide anything from you! I found a small case with a picture of a nine-tails flower on it. I liked it so much, I kept it.
You what?
You can't remove evidence from a crime scene.
That's right, young lady. Removing evidence is a big no-no. Now, the witness will produce said evidence this instant.
Sorry.
It does seem to be some sort of case. Oh, look, something stood out. It appears to be a key.
Might I have a look? Your baldness. This is none other than the master key to the QB Manor.
Are you certain of this, Prosecutor Black?
It matches the serial number of the key that went missing after the murder. Master key that went missing? Why don't I like the sound of that? Our little scamp here has stumbled upon an article of unimaginable consequence. That's a little melodramatic, don't you think? Eat these words, for I shall say them but once. The sole key to the Fox Chamber has been in this little scamp's constant possession. Oop, slipped out of the game. Ergo, she was the sole person who could have used it before and after the murder, which leaves the master key as the only other key that could have opened the chamber. But this master key was found in a room that had been locked by this girl. And your point is, until Jinxie Timma opened the Fox Chamber with her key, the room had been locked tight from the outside world. There was no one else in there save the victim and his killer. I trust you have figured it out for yourself by now. A killer none other than Mayor Tenma himself would have been utterly inconceivable.
No!
So it's a locked room scenario. Okay.
Objection!
Classic. How could this happen?
The defense assistant will refrain from growling her frustration.
Athena, are you all right? Ugh, I know Mayor Timma's innocent, but there's nothing we can do. This sucks. Sights, Donna. Allow me to put you out of your misery. Can I decline your offer? Abandon your client and your misplaced faith in him. Let the relief of a clear head and a clean conscience come rushing in. That will make the inevitable guilty verdict far easier to accept. Great. Now he's playing some scissors with us. Well, he's not going to fool us with his stupid mind games. Athena, don't fall for his tricks. Uh-huh. Now I'm the one who's dazed and confused. I can't even think straight. Hey, are you all right? You fell right into his trap. Now, I suggest you make a mad dash from the courtroom and into the wild blue yonder. Only by running shall your mind be clear and your conscience clean. All right,
Objection!
I'll... Stay with me, Athena. Don't let yourself be twisted by that samurai. Apollo?
Mr. Justice? I heard the word objection, but, what is it that you object to?
Huh? Oh, right. That objection was more of a reflex than anything else. Though I was hoping something would come to me while I was trying to stop Athena.
The court is waiting, Mr. Justice, though. As it stands now, I'll be forced to declare your client guilty and your legal skills suspect if this is it. Now, do you have anything that could overturn the prosecution's case?
Well, actually I do. I'm Apollo Justice, and I'm fine. Apollo, you have to do something more than your court to steal, don't you? Not really, but we'll be fine. But, got absolutely nothing, but that's never stopped me before. I have to explain how the real killer could have escaped that locked room. Because it's all over if I don't. Apollo, this calls for a new approach. Try to think outside the box. Or in this case, inside the box. And what a doozy that locked room is, too.
Where, Mr. Justice,
I like how everybody could hear us thinking.
do you have anything that can counter the prosecution's argument?
You bet I do. The real killer must have escaped from the locked room one way or another. Vague conjecture shall only earn you a taste of my blade, Justice Dono. Time to do or die, literally.
The defense will now explain how it would be possible to escape the locked room.
You sure about this, Apollo? Can you really explain what happened? I'm fine. We just need to think this whole escape in a locked room thing over from the beginning. So, let's see. The killer had escaped. How could they have done so? The choices are pretty limited. Sorry. The room has a window, but it doesn't open wide enough for anyone to get through, and there's a sheer cliff outside. As for the air vent, it's up too high and there's nothing you could stand on to reach it. Needless to say, the forbidden chamber wouldn't open no matter what we did, so that's out. Yeah, that's why we gotta keep the solution simple. Like they said, simple is best. We need to rule out all of the absolutely impossible escape routes. Then whatever's left just might lead us to how the Fox chamber was compromised. Your Honor, the The defense proposes that the killer escaped through here. Simple is best. I'm gonna leave it the air duct. That's the only thing that makes sense. But I'm gonna say before we do this, simple is best, right? Okay, we can't open the forbidden chamber, so we don't know what's behind it. Jinxie said that she turned the corner and there is the killer. So that means they couldn't have gone into the forbidden chamber. It has to be the air duct. Or they just walked out. Hold on, let me look at the court record. Calling the police, they passed each other at the bend of the hall. As he made for the floor, he was carrying a staff-like implement that jingled. She couldn't call for help because there was no one else in the hall. So the only thing that makes sense right here is the air duct. Jinxie comes out and she sees him at the hall. Well, no, the door can make sense too. Oh, man. I'm going to say the air duct. If the door was locked, we're going to assume that the door was locked. Even though they keep on saying, there's no way they could have reached the air duct. They could have reached the air duct. So I'm going to say the air duct.
And just how did the killer escape through there, Mr. Justice? Your reasoning skills seem as questionable as your proposed escape route. I wish I could just escape right now. I'm afraid there's no escaping a penalty for random guessing, Mr. Justice.
I did not randomly guess. I did not randomly guess. Okay, time to save scum a little. Okay, then, all right. The only possible thing has to be the door.
Take that!
The hallway door? Well, yes, I suppose it would be the only way out.
It appeared you've already forgotten. The only available key until Jinxie Timma came on the scene was within that locked room. How could one exit the Fox chamber and then lock it without a key? I should have seen this coming. Remember, Apollo, keep it simple. Simple, right? I could understand that the killer had exited the room with the key, but...
Where, Mr. Justice? The prosecution has some fine Japanese steel waiting unless you explain yourself quickly.
Jesus! He's waiting! Fine, I can explain myself. The reason why the Fox chamber hallway door was locked because it locked on its own. Timma locked it from the inside. The perp locked it from the outside. It locked on its own. Because it locked on its own. Maybe the door closed accidentally on its own. What? Fuck you. The killer will never be identified if we attribute key movements to mere chance. Perhaps that spear will just happen to fly off the wall and impale the alderman too. And perhaps that sedative just happened to make its way into his coffin. Mere chance could explain any number of things. Right. Next idea then. No. No. Okay, maybe they did have a chance to lock the door. Right, we present the hallway doors. I really don't want to be safe, Scummy. I was thinking maybe the door had auto lock. You know? Like because like there's some doors I know that I can lock from the inside and push it and it would lock. So that way I don't have to actually pull out a key and then lock it from the outside. But that's me overthinking it. I feel like the game's like, okay, you need to be really think in terms of the game and not your own real life experience. The only available key that until Jinxie Timma came on the scene was in that locked room. How would one exit the fox chamber, then lock it without a key? I should have seen it coming. Remember, Apollo, keep it simple. Simple, right. Okay. I can understand the killer had exited the room with the key, but...
Well, Mr. Justice, the prosecution has a fine Japanese steel waiting to let you explain yourself quickly.
Fine, I can explain myself. The reason the fox chamber hallway door was locked was because Timma locked it from the inside, the perp locked it from the outside. Mayor Timma locked it himself after the killer fled the scene, and just in case the killer decided, no. Me and you had two totally different thoughts about that, Apollo. Yeah, me and you had two totally different thoughts. That is not the train I was thinking. We have gotten off on two different stations and gotten on two different trains. I like how the game goes completely 180 to what I was thinking it was going to do.
Take that.
I was thinking with the one inside, I was like, okay, he could have hidden. There's a folding screen door. But he could have hidden somewhere, waited until she left, then went out. Well, sorry. Right. I had to do, so I pretty much eliminated the other option. I pretty much eliminated all options because the other options that I went with okay, so I had a feeling that maybe he went outside, locked the door after she went to go phone the police, and then they passed in the hallway. The perp locked from the outside. What if the room was locked from the outside? In other words, the killer took the key through the hallway door and locked. Ouch! Consider this the master key. Consider the master key was found inside the tightly locked. Wait, was it the one I was thinking of? Inside the tightly locked fox chamber. Any assertion that the key was removed. Greetings, where is this madness going now? We're having a whole locked room murder situation, Everett. Any assertion that the key was removed from that room. Okay. Any assertion that the key was removed from that room is a blatant contradiction of fact. Exiting the room before locking the door would require taking the key outside. But the key was found inside the room, which doesn't seem like a contradiction. If only we could explain both. Like how the key could be inside the room and be used to lock the door from the outside.
Well, let's see if the defense can respond before Prosecutor Blackwell can draw his sword. Put that shit away! How could the master key be at the crime scene despite being locked tight?
Slipped it in when the door was open, threw it in from outside. No. Wait! Wait. Slipped it in when the doors open. No. Threw it in from the outside. Yes. The window was open. They could have easily threw the key back in. What if someone threw it into the room from the outside? You know, something like go out in the hallway door, lock the room, and then toss the key back through the window? That would explain how the master key could be inside the locked room. And where would you throw it from? There's a cliff outside the fox chamber window. Throwing the key in from there is an impossibility. Oh, right. I wonder if the key could have been tossed from somewhere other than the window. Somewhere other than the window? The key have been tossed through somewhere other than the window.
Take that!
The air vent.
Yes. The window may be outside the question, but the air vent's not. Oh, that's right. The fox chamber's air duct leads out into the hallway. That's right. The real killer entered the air duct from the vent. The real killer entered the air duct from the vent outside the fox chamber, then dropped the key into the room through the vent inside the chamber. He got slashed. That's preposterous. Oh, that explains how the key got in there after it was used to lock the door perfectly.
Mr. Justice, I'm afraid I'm a bit confused.
Don't worry. I'll explain it so even your honor can understand. First, the real killer disguised as Tim Mataro murdered the alderman in the fox chamber. Then they fled the room through the hallway door and locked it. Next, they entered the air duct from the vent outside in the hallway. Finally, the killer tossed the key into the room through the air vent in the ceiling there. Can we stop bringing that up? This is mine is not the same. Mine is a fictional person who committed crimes. That I don't think that counts. I think you have to have like a real actual villain to be considered one of those, Everett. But also, I think I kind of remember what you're talking about. I am not one of those. The villain I like is not real. They are not real. They have not committed actual crimes against real people. So all their red flags are green flags. Thank you for the 15 stream streak, Everett. Also, congratulations on it. I'm not one of those. Well, Your Honor, could that be any clearer?
Amazing. Even I could follow that.
The judge seems really pleased. That explains everything. The real killer was dressed up like Tim Mataro. There was someone else other than the mayor and the alderman in that room.
Yeah, that lawyer had been that jailbird prosecutor.
Whoa, that's a total turnout. I love how you started pre-checking my comments before you read them out loud. That's probably a good idea. Honestly, your comments are not the only ones I should pre-check. I kind of start reading sometimes the bot comments that don't show up that get restricted. But then I catch myself.
Order, order, I say, order.
Now that I've proven the possibility, now that I've proved a possible third party, I don't see how our client could be guilty.
Silence.
Ooh. A valiant effort, Justice Dono. But your final thrust missed it. Thrust? Your final thrust missed its mark. Basically, there's a special category for me and bots. Huh? Both that little scamp and that tricksy Tanuki saw the yokai after it left the room. But then what? Did that irksome yokai simply go through the foyer and walks right out the front door? That's exactly what happened. That's exactly what happened. The killer fled from the ouch! But that is impossible without being spotted by the foyer security camera, that is. The electric eye here would have captured any pesky little yokai trying to escape. However, there is no sign of Timataro anywhere in the security footage. What? Save for the foyer entrance, there is no other way to flee the manor, is there? I don't feel so good.
Hold it!
Wait! I believe there is one other way to escape besides the foyer entrance. There's a large window in the foyer. It's possible to escape through there without being seen by the security camera. Hey, you're right.
Silence.
Must I point out every crucial detail to the defense? It seems you lack not only brains, but investigative prowess to boot. That is the cliffside of the manor. The only killer escaping that way would be a dead one. No! Wait, so the killer didn't escape out of the foyer window? What the heck, right? I don't know what voice to give Widget. Huh. I suppose your next proposal is the killer sprouted wings and flew off into the sunset. That would mean the killer really was a yokai. If only we had some sort of evidence that could point to a flying killer. Who says we don't? As completely far-fetched as it might be. What? You're saying you could prove the killer could fly? Whoa, I thought I was the only one with the cords of steel.
Oh, I can't wait to hear this.
Your Honor?
What evidence do you have that the killer flew away?
Take that!
Take a look at this special edition paper. Athena, go find your nearest staircase. Take a look at this special edition paper.
Timataro, real or what of fancy? What does this article prove, Mr. Justice?
The photo in that article was taken shortly after the murder. Maybe the yokai in the photo is the killer shortly after they fled out of the window?
Mr. Justice, you're not seriously suggesting.
Oh, I'm serious. I mean, it all adds up. The killer, disguised as Timataro, flew away, you know, by some way or another.
Silence.
I love his silence. Is your brain. It is your brain that has flown the coop. That image is not but a trick of photography or other form of artifice. Okay, then, how about the Timataro figure Mr. Filch saw? It just vanished into thin air? No, there's a rational, common sense explanation for that. That infernal yokai are that infernal yokai are Trixie Tanuki witnessed, never reached the entrance. he, or should I say she, turned back before the camera's electrical eye. She? I don't like where this is going one bit. Now, the fact that we know the yokai, now. Oh my gosh, I can't read tonight. Now, the fact that we know the yokai had come from the Fox Chamber means that it was likely either Mayor Damien Tenma or his daughter, Jinxie Tenma. However, we know that Mayor Tenma was already unconscious at that time. Oh, not good. Not good at all. Do you understand the gravity of the situation now, Justice Dono? The falsified yokai remnants and the appearance of Timataro were the works of one individual. And that individual is none other than Jinxie Tenma. Is the mayor dead now? No. Jinxie's dad is fine. It's the alderman or the mayor of the other town that is dead. Ooh. Yeah, you saw the writing on the wall, didn't you, Apollo?
Ugh, no! Order! Order! The defense will stop competing for the greatest fake out ever!
Yeah, because he got hit on top of the head was the thing, Everett. So he got knocked out. So he had an injury. The little scamp was no doubt simply trying to protect her father. And it's no wonder that her superstitious mind conjured up this mad masquerade.
Prosecutor's Blackwell's assertions make perfect sense to me. It's far more convincing than saying the killer escaped by flying out of the window.
Did you truly believe this could end any other way? We fall right into his trap. What do we do now, Apollo? Our case no longer stands without a real yokai. If only we had one.
Bailiff sees her.
It's time I interrogated her as a samurai your would. Hold it! Mayor Tenma. This farce is over. How does it feel seeing your own daughter accused of a cover-up most foul? Timataro's true identity is... Now, Mr. Mayor, it would be futile at this point to claim you were the yokai. After all, you had been knocked out cold by a blow to the skull. Slipping into a yokai costume and roaming about the manor would be all but impossible. Consider this well. As it stands, your daughter will be arrested for obstruction of justice. But if you confess, the prosecution would be willing to overlook her little yokai farce.
Confess? The defendant intends to confess?
Wow, this guy is just... Oh my gosh. Was the witness just arrested on the stand? That scene cut was confusing. No. He's trying... Okay. You kind of came in at bad time, Everett. Okay. I don't know how much you remember, but no, he's trying to say that the mayor, who's our defendant, who's being accused of murder, is trying to say that his daughter was helping him out by making the yokai up. And so he's saying that his daughter's going to be arrested for doing that. So he's trying to psychologically force him to confess to a murder he did not commit for fear of protecting his daughter, pretty much. He's trying to force a confession out, is the thing. And so when he started implying that his daughter was the one who fabricated the yokai, that's when he jumped in and said, hold it. And he's going to say, I was a yokai, you know, blah, 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 blah. Wait. Apollo! Prosecutor Blackwell's up to his mind games again. Mayor Timma, no. Don't fall for his twisted words. If you're sent away for murder, Jinxie will be left all alone. The real killer is... Mayor Timma's going to confess unless we do something. But I can't prove how the real killer could have flown away. Caw, 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 caw. Look upon me and despair, for ripe is the time for my return. Huh? I should watch what I wish for. So someone pushed a witness out of the stand and then simply started testifying. Kaka! Kaka! Foolish mortals! I am Tenma Taro, the yokai you seek. Mayor Tenma? No. It's a different stand. Well, I think he probably pushed his daughter off the stand. I don't know how the game wants to show that. Silence! I am Tenma Taro, freed from the bonds binding me to the Forbidden Chamber. Behold, the return of the Demon King. What? Demon King?
Oh, well, then I think it's time for me to take a vacation. The witness will, he will explain himself. Are you saying you're Tenma Taro? The yokai we've been chasing this whole time? Indeed, it is I, Tenma Taro, the one whom you seek, come to reveal the truth. This child is Tenma Taro, you say? Ha! What nonsense!
So, Mayor Tenma is a yokai now?
Kaka! Kaka! His body is now mine. So, you're saying Mayor Tenma is being possessed by you? And that the yokai that Jinxie Tenma and Phineas Filch saw? And the one captured in the newspaper photo? Those were all you? The accursed power of these warding charms prevent me from revealing my true form. Your baldness. Can this not be interrupted? Can this not be interpreted as an admission of guilt? Well, a confession by a yokai would be quite unprecedented. There we go. Unprecedented. Sorry, I can't say that word in my judge voice. Be that as it may, the defense's case has been overturned. Huh? What? You claim the yokai that little scamp saw was some third party, the true killer, the one who escaped from the locked box chamber, but it was the accused all along. Ugh! I
ironic, is it not? Your yokai turned out to be real in a manner of speaking. But the alderman's killer is none other than Mayor Tenma, and the yokai at the scene. That too was Mayor Tenma, or should I say, our dear Tenma Taro. The pieces have all fallen into place. How so, Prosecutor Blackville? It seems I must spell it. Spill it all out for you. Mayor Tenma killed the alderman in the fox chamber, which was locked at the time. He then removed the warding charms from the forbidden chamber's doors, but then fell unconscious from the blow the alderman had delivered to his head. That's when his daughter, Jinxie Tenma, stumbled upon the scene of the crime. The little scamp fled in terror, whereupon the spirit of Tenma Taro, freed at last from the charm's warding effect, took possession of the mayor. I like how the ghost and magic is just a real thing in this universe. I know. Also, he's now wearing a cravat, elf jacket, paper mache, mache helmet, and those floating lane separators you sometimes see in swimming pools. Well, no. That's like I said, because it's based off a Japanese yokai. That's a specific type of decoration to it. But yeah, no, I love how ghosts and stuff are a real thing. But then there's also times where, like, listen, back in Phoenix's day, right? They use like a spirit medium all the time, right? So, like, okay, so like, now they want to turn around like 7 years later and be like, we don't believe in demons and ghosts. When the police used them like 7 years ago. The newly freed Tenma Taro then fled from the fox chamber. So you see, the yokai Jinxie Tenma saw was her father possessed by Tenma Taro.
Objection!
But when we arrived on the scene, the mayor was found unconscious. How is that possible if he was supposed to have flown out of the foyer window? Then what? Do you mean to say that the maid of the QB Manor, Jinxie Tenma, was Tenma Taro? That, too, is easily explained. Flew out for a time I did, but presently tired, I made for the Forbidden Chamber. But alas, exhaustion took me unawares in the Fox Chamber, and I knew no more. It would seem the pieces are still in place. Is Blackwell up to his tricks again? I remember your explanation of those beads, and it makes sense still. The way he wears them, they look like they're wrapped in a lane separator. Well, I mean, that's the way you're supposed to wear them, though.
I don't know what to say. Is the defendant real live?
The rumor about Mayor Tenma is true. I knew yokai were real. You mean he really did kill the alderman just so he could release Tenma Taro?
Order! Order!
He's got everyone in the courtroom believing in yokai. It's Simon Says on steroids. He wants to convict our client any way he can, even if it means blaming a yokai. The proverbial ducks are all in a row. You should now have no qualms about finding the accused guilty. Your boldness.
This is one of the most bizarre cases in my entire career. Otherworldly, in fact. Can yokai even be prosecuted under our legal system?
Mayor Tenma is just pretending to be Tenma Taro to protect his daughter. Plus, I already proved how a third party could have escaped the locked room. A verdict at this point would be premature.
And both sides have raised valid points. I have no choice to.
Silence.
This is the dark age of law, where defense attorneys are not to be trusted. This is but a ploy to gain time for them to fabricate evidence. How will I sleep tonight, knowing you will not let the sun rise on the mayor's day of reckoning, Justice Dono?
Objection.
I won't fabricate any evidence.
Silence.
Then prove it by joining me. A night in the clink will ensure you will not succumb. Succumb! A night in the clink will ensure you will not succumb to temptation. I'm trying to figure out the word now. Why do people show up at the worst time? It's nothing, Polly. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I was just trying to figure out how to say a word. Oh no. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Nobody worry about it. It's just something that happened. Don't worry about it. How about I just promise not to succumb to anything? We have both evidence and a confession. The killer is this yokai before us. It is beyond dispute. A guilty verdict is all but. What's wrong with him? What's wrong with him? Prosecutor Blackwell. We've had hold it. I need to consult Matthew McConaughey real quick. All right. All right. Yo, I gotta talk to my acting coach. This suck. Hold on.
A link later, the director comes up and goes, "This is great. Look like Wooderson. This is great." And he goes, "Listen, man, I know you're not supposed to work tonight, but we got a scene at the Top Notch. It's Friday night. Maybe be attracted to the." I was okay, so I took a walk. Come back. And we go up to the set. I get in the car, and I'm nervous. First scene ever. on
Matthew.
film, right before we're about to shoot, I've got friends in the car. I'm going. I've been listening to this live Doors album, and there's this in between two of the songs. Morrison goes, "All right, all right, all right, all right." You ever heard that recording?
Of course.
Right? 4. All right,
All right. Okay.
So right before we're about to go, I'm like, "What is Wooderson? What is Wooderson about? What's he about?" And I go, "Man, he's about 4 things. He's about, his car. He's about getting high. He's about rock and roll, and picking up chicks."
Okay.
And I go, "I'm in my car, I'm high as a kite, I'm listening to rock and roll, action, and there's the chick." All right.
All right. Thank you, Matthew. All right, thank you, Matthew. I needed to consult my acting coach. Matthew McConaughey is not my acting coach, but YouTube videos of him are. Prosecutor Blackwell, we've had enough of your hijinks. The foundations of justice is a fair play, and you are in serious violations of that. What in the devil was that? Fulbright, have you tampered with my shackles in some manner? It seems you found that quite shocking. It's my special jolt of justice device. Each press is a shocking reminder to behave. You shall pay for this. I, Simon Black. Oh! Your Honor, you need not fear now. I believe Prosecutor Blackquill will remain on his best behavior. Bit late with the reinsurances, aren't we, Detective? All right.
Well, in that case, this concludes today's deliberations. The prosecution and the defense will use this opportunity to further their investigations. This court is adjourned.
I don't know what happened to any of my voices. That was not Fulbright's voice either. I was about to make a terrible joke. I was about to make a really terrible joke. This is kangaroo court. Isn't that a real term? Why have I heard of that? Is that from, why am I thinking of Neopets? A recognized standard of law and justice are little or no official standing in the territory which it resides, typically conveyed ad hoc. A kangaroo court may ignore due process and come to a predetermined conclusion. Well, we haven't come to a conclusion. Yep. Okay. Anyway, I would be doing time in Neopet jail. I haven't seen the 18 million Neopets that I kept on constantly getting. No, a kangaroo court is when it's really happened. Get out of my chat. Can I change your name in chat now? Can I give you like a nickname? Can I change how like you're perceived in my chat? No. Oh. Are you saying it's slang for a dysfunctional court? Okay, thank you, Everett. My voice is terrible tonight. I'll be totally honest. It is so bad tonight. Yeah, just double save. Yes. April 18th. Oh, that was not too long ago. It's May 1st. April 18th, Write Anything Agency. Having a yokai testify in court is unprecedented, to say the least. I am Tim Mataro, the yokai you seek. How could such a straight-laced man like Mr. Timma suddenly become a demon? Yeah, it's strange. Even worse, Prosecutor Blackquill is playing along. I can't even think straight anymore. I need to go out for a run. See you in a bit. Wait, what about the investigation? Whoa, Tracy. Welcome back. Oh, you're in your stage outfit. Back from work? Yep. I really nailed this new magic trick I've been working on. I also heard about those tricks that were conjured up in the court earlier today. You know, the demon out of nowhere trick and Polly's tightrope style defense trick. I was seriously considering a disappearing act of my own after all that craziness. Anyway, our next trick is to find a suspect other than the mayor. I know the killer must have used the air duct in there to escape. And whoever did that was Tim Mataro that Mr. Filch and Jinxie saw. Right. Maybe there's some evidence in the air duct. the real fight starts now. Hey, before you go, let me make the, I forgot my Trucy voice. Hey, before you go, let me make the evidence you no longer need disappear. 3, 2, 1, ta-da! Unnecessary evidence has disappeared into Trucy's magic panties. Okay, thank you. I wonder where all that stuff is. Okay, let's get over to the scene of the crime. Vámonos, Apollo. Vámonos. The magic, huh? Trucy has magic panties. It's fine. They're bloomers. They're not real they're not real panties. They are bloomers. There is a difference. Of course, you know. Detective Fulbright, mind if we search the air duct? Well, hold it. All right. Well, since you really are on the side of justice, I suppose I can let you. Plus, my own sense of justice has been called into doubt, so... I wonder if he's been like this ever since the trial. Well, his sense of justice has been beaten into a pulp. It'll probably take a while for him to recover. I sort of feel bad for him, but we have work to do. Let's go get the evidence we need. The air duct is key. The air duct is the key. We know the Tim Mataro impersonator used it to make an escape. After murdering the ultimate, the killer left the Fox chamber through the hallway door. Then, after locking the door from the outside, the killer entered the air duct in the hallway. 1 second. Okay, there we go. Finally, the killer dropped the key into the Fox chamber through the air vent here. Then went back through the air duct and fled the manor. That's how the illusion of no one entering or leaving the locked room was created. If the killer passed through the air duct, maybe we'll find some evidence there. Yeah, maybe some black feathers or something like that. Well, here's our vent. It's awfully high up. Don't worry, I brought a stepladder. Happy hunting! How nice of her to volunteer me for the job. Oh, it's pitch black in here. Oh, well, here goes nothing. Get jump scared. There's a layer of dust in here. I don't get it. Find anything? Yikes! Apollo, what happened? You're covered in dust. Yeah, dust. Lots of dust. So, what'd you find? You know how dust collects on something when nobody uses it for a long time. Yeah, like Mr. Wright's desk back at the office. Right. You'd think it'd be possible to crawl all over that sort of dust without leaving a trail. I seriously doubt it. Wait, you're not suggesting no one's gone through that duct lately? Kinda looks that way. And if that's true, Mayor Timma is going to be fingered as the killer. What? But... We don't turn things around quickly.
In justice, we trust. All right, all right. Ha ha. Sorry, Mr. Justice, but it seems your justice was not the most just after. It is my sense of justice that has prevailed. Ugh, oh,
Detective Fulbright sure seems chipper all of a sudden.
and I'm back to my old devastated self. Oh, come on. Where's that never say die spirit? Bring it on, Mr. Lawyer Man. Bring it on. Let me suffer in peace. Justice prevails once more.
It's not over yet. And besides, picking someone while they're down is what bad guys do.
Are you calling me a bad guy? Me, Bobby Fulbright, champion of justice?
Then how about some information on the investigation? We need some help here.
Information about the investigation? All right. Hold on. All right. But I won't have you calling me a bad guy ever again. Understood?
We did it, Apollo.
Yeah, but how long can we keep this up?
The investigation. I can't believe Prosecutor Blackwell would stoop that low. I mean, to penny the blame on a yokai? He really wants a conviction at all costs.
He's like, whoa.
She could give a yokai a run for its money when she's mad.
Yes, well, I have him writing a self-reflective essay as we speak.
I doubt that teach him anything.
Yeah, he'll probably just write. What? What? What does that mean? What is that word? Dotard. Oh,
Dotard.
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 I thought it's called dotard. An old person, especially one who has become physically weak or whose mental facilities have declined. Oh, I thought it was pronounced dotard. I thought it had like. I thought it spelled like doe, a female deer, Ray, a drop of golden sun. Okay. Yeah, he'll probably just write dotard 1,000 times. That whole yokai business is most likely a ploy to win a convention. Truth is, Prosecutor Blackwell believes Jinxie Timma planted that yokai stuff. Planted in in an effort to protect her father, the real.
Yeah, right. I like to see him prove it.
Whoa. Calm down. He doesn't have any direct evidence, but we did find this. He was at the base of the cliff just outside of QB Manor. Wait.
That isn't the staff Timataro. That isn't the staff Timataro was supposedly carrying, is it?
Oh, thank you, Everett. There's like a 10 second. I like how I did it, but then you also posted it for me. But I had to be like doubly extra sure. The one and only Miss Timma no doubt tossed it over the cliff when she was done.
No way. Well, what about Prince?
Nope, no Prince. But if she was wearing a costume, there wouldn't be any anyway.
Well, prince or no prince, it's not going to work in their favor. Sounds like the staff might have belonged to me, but if that's the case, then where in the mansion did Timataro get it from? Did Prosecutor Batquill figure out that the victim was the amazing Ninetales? He did indeed. He's a sharp one, all right. He figured it out while investigating the municipal merger and the victim's past. The amazing Ninetales sparked the yokai craze and worked against the murder. The mayor, Damien Tim, is a corrupt politician who murdered that great hero. The amazing Ninetales fans are so angry, they even tried to storm the detention center. I don't blame them. I mean, their favorite masked wrestling hero was murdered. They must have been shocked when they found out what happened. Speaking of which, isn't Jinxie also a fan of the Amazing Ninetales? The wrestler's mask is more precious than his own life. He never unmasked himself in front of others. But there are matches where wrestlers battle for the right to remove each other's masks. To have your mask torn off is the worst humiliation a wrestler can suffer. That's why their masks are more important to them than their life itself. She spoke with such passion that only a fan could appreciate. We ought to become fans ourselves and go protest in front of the prison. What? No, did you forget that Mayor Timma is not only Kingsley's father, but our client? Oh, yeah. You be careful. You're defending the most hated mayor in history. I just hope you don't find yourself on the wrong end of a figure four leg lock. Maybe I should wear a mask to hide my identity. Are there any other new developments we should know? Now that you mentioned it, our suspect is still suffering partial memory loss, but he did manage to remember something. He did? What did he say? He said he didn't want to speak with us. His exact words were, "I am under no obligation to speak with you mortals," and other things of that nature. I wonder what Mayor Timma remembered. Too bad you can't go ask him now, because Prosecutor Blackwell is busy questioning him. I know. Why don't you wait down at the playground with the rest of the kids? What now, Apollo? Oh. How about regrouping at the agency? A good idea. We might get some words of wisdom out of Mr. Wright while we're there. Any ideas? The crime scene was locked tight at the... So the crime scene was locked tight at the time? Ugh, this is a tough one. The only people that were in that, the only people in that locked room were the deceased, the alderman, and the mayor. Maybe the killer hid somewhere in that room. But is there really anywhere to hide in the Fox chamber? That was quite a day in court. The news just can't stop talking about how the demon Timataro made an appearance. But there's never an exorcist around when you need it. Well, I heard the judge actually held an exorcism in his courtroom after that. Good. Let's hope it's the last we'll see that pain in the neck yokai. I don't know. I have a feeling Timataro could exorcise an exorcist. As an attorney defending a demon, I know exactly how that works. Alright, give me a quick second. I'll be right back. Give me a second. My dog went out. And I'm making me some tea. Thank you for the hydrate, DS. I'm about to sip my chamomile tea and honey. Also, how are you tonight? Really the term unforgivable sin relates to the belief someone could exercise and exorcist. I wonder if that's the illusion here. That illusion here is intentional. What do you mean? Someone could exercise and exorcist. What does that mean? That phrase, exercise and exorcist. Can you explain a little deeper, Everett? I feel like I'm missing some context. Not like, it's just like I feel like I'm not getting the same sense of like, that's pretty cool. Or like, I wonder if that's what they're doing here, you know, type of sense. Also, I redeemed my hydrate, DS. How are you tonight? Let me get back. There we go. All right, I am back. I have some chamomile tea and honey. Okay, there we go. Welcome back. Thank you. All right, before I head back to the Write Anything office, I really do want to check all the places I can go. We literally just had to go back to the Write office. Write Anything agency. Maybe I'll go read over some past cases. And I'll go do some research on the exorcisms. Hey, what's with you guys? You seem bummed out. How should I put this? It's like we're at the edge of a cliff and the only way is down. In other words, business as usual, right? Yeah, I suppose so. Except this time it's like we're bound and gagged too. Don't forget blindfolded with our ears plugged up. Ooh. And monsters at every turn, huh? Sounds rough. Hey, Apollo. Oh, and Athena's here too. Mr. Wright! How goes the investigation, Apollo? Athena? I think it's safe to say that things have gotten hairier than before. Really? What happened? I thought you were watching the case, Apollo. Did you leave halfway? You're supposed to be our mentor. You and Athena, let's see. In early Christian writings, there is an idea that the worst possible thing a person could do is believe that an exorcist is also demonic. This seems to be because only good can remove a demon, but if demons are removing other demons, then there is no good at all. Such a belief is called the unforgivable sin. Okay, all right. Thank you, Everett. Okay, So, Mr. Wright, how long have you known Athena? I met her during a trip to Europe. Huh? You were in Europe? Why haven't I heard about this before? Yeah, I went there a few times to study the various legal systems over there. Oh, okay. Wait a minute. I thought you worked as a pianist after you quit practicing law. I did, but an old friend of mine needed help with some legal work from time to time, so... Oh, I guess you were never really very far from the courtroom then. It was like fate brought us together. It's thanks to Mr. Wright that I became a lawyer at all. I knew she was lawyer material from the moment I met her. And I have high hopes for her ability to analyze people's emotions. Oh, it's nothing special. Maybe I've underestimated that analytical psychology. It's just, I thought if my special ability could help defend innocent people, then I had to do everything in my power to bring it to the courtroom. That's when I really started hitting the books hard. Still amazed she actually became a lawyer. And at the tender age of 18, no less. Wow, that's almost superhuman. Or personal. Like, she's trying to help somebody she knows. Artifice. I was watching the two of you this morning from the gallery. That was one tough day in court, to say the least. I know. I never had to defend a yokai. That business about the locked room was another major hurdle. Yeah, and on top of it, Jinxie was accused of being an accomplice. But at least you figured out how someone could have escaped that locked room. Yeah, well, we just found out that our reasoning might be a tad flawed. Oh, really? Well, that's bad news. How are we going to get out of this one? The worst of times are when lawyers have to force their biggest smiles. Force a smile? 1 second. Yeah, my mentor taught me back when I was still learning the trade. She also taught me to return to the basics whenever I get stuck. Return to the basics? That's right. Always believe in your client, no matter what happens. That is a lawyer's greatest and most trusted weapon. The basics. Always believe in your client, huh? All right. I'm totally pumped after talking to you, Mr. Wright. It's like you said, the worst times are when lawyers have to force their biggest smiles. And don't forget to return to the basics whenever you get stuck. Keep believing in my client. Right. Mr. Wright. Yes? I'm going to go visit our client again. I think that's a good idea. All right. Time to see what's new down at the detention center. I hope Blackwell shows up. Mayor Timma, we wanted to talk to you about something. So my minions have returned. Apollo, he still thinks he's a yokai. I wonder if we'll ever be able to talk to Mayor Timma again. Silence, peddler of the legal trade. Free me from these imprisoning walls with great haste. Wow. He's sounding more and more like a real demon with every sentence. I'm starting to wonder if we should even be helping him win his freedom. Still, we can't let Mayor Timma stay possessed. You know what I mean? If you can clear me of these charges, I shall help in whatever manner I may.
Now, ask of me what you will.
I suppose it's worth a shot. Feathers and tracks. Were those feathers and tracks at the scene of the crime really your doing?
Indeed, the remnants of Timataro, king of the underworld they be. The day I once again dominate the mortal world is at hand.
The prosecution claims the feathers and tracks were planted by Jinxie.
What's this? Must I breach these walls and go defend my little Jinxie at once?
Huh? Mayor Timma, is that you?
Well, no. Damien appears to still reside within this body, but I should have expected as much from the descendant of mine. Be silent now, Damien.
Guess a little thing like demonic possession won't stop a father's love for his daughter. You didn't kill Alderman Cupid, did you?
I have killed no one. The remnants of my presence have been misconstrued. The murderer is not I. Or if I had slain that mortal, raging hellfire would have consumed him, not...
Yikes. Hold it, what did he say?
Raging hellfire would have consumed him, leaving naught but ash. Yikes.
So... I accidentally updated my stream info. I didn't change anything. So you're saying there must have been somebody else there. Come to think of it, the mayor had mentioned that he had been clubbed with this statue. I better ask about this too. What you remember? Detective Fulbright mentioned that you might have something new to tell me.
Indeed I have. I have regurgitated this key, but a short while ago. Behold the key to the Forbidden Chamber!
Whoa. Is regurgitation one of your demonic powers too?
Bah! Do not waste my powers on such parlor tricks! Take the key from the killer to Damien, whereupon he swallowed it He sought to bar the killer entry to the forbidden chamber.
So he wanted to keep it shut tight?
But no fingerprints shall you find upon that key.
How do you know that? Wait, is that another one of your demonic powers then?
Foolish mortal, you would have me, Timataro, act as some asinine alchemist? I but asked the jailer, and my will was done. Quite eagerly, I must add.
Caw! 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 Caw!
Always honored to serve your malevolence.
I guess I'm not the only one he scares the living daylights out of. Can we ask how you use this key? We couldn't find a keyhole anywhere in or around the door.
Curse that infernal door. But if I had known its manner of opening long ago, I would have made my return.
He has a point there. Maybe Jinxie knows something about the whole thing works? I mean, you know, if I was a maid in a place that had a forbidden chamber, I feel like I'd most definitely be the person to open said forbidden chamber to clean it.
What might I ask is that?
This statue was found at the scene. Someone hit Mayor Timma over the head with it. It had been wrapped in a large cloth before the alderman's murder.
Let me see whether Damien knows about such a thing. Yes, something wrapped in such a cloth does he recall. A secret gift from Alderman Hubie, it would seem. He, however, had not the chance to see it till now, but the cloth did conceal it.
Maybe the cloth fell off or was removed after the mayor was struck?
Of that Damien does not know.
A secret gift. Interesting. Maybe Jinxie knows something about it? I should question him about the blackmail letter, too. Let's see what he says when I show it to him. Let's see what he says when I show it to him.
Why this? This is that accursed blackmail letter that was sent to Damien.
Apparently somebody slipped it into the alderman's pocket. We believe somebody, probably the killer, stole it from Mayor Timma's briefcase. You wouldn't happen to know anything about that, would you?
You have questions, do you? Very well, ask away, mortal.
Who placed this in the alderman's pocket?
Very few who were they who knew the letter was in Damien's briefcase.
So whoever knew about the blackmail letter being in the mayor's briefcase, sorry, is a potential suspect in its theft and placement in the alderman's pocket.
Could it have been his doing?
Mr. Taro, did you remember something?
Indeed, I did. There was but one other who knew of that letter. Damien's aide, Florent Lobel.
Full knowledge of that briefcase's contents did that aide possess. Then he may be the blackmailer and the murderer we're looking for.
That is preposterous. He is the most trusted advisor. He would never betray Damien.
It seems like Mayor Tim is a bit too trusting of those around. Still, this is huge. Now we know who might have slipped that blackmail later into Alderman's pocket. Hey, Lynn, how's it going? Hi, Mr. Blob. How are you tonight? My voices are a little off, I feel like. I think my voice might be going out. To say the least. But how are you tonight? The more I play this game, the more I'm thinking I'm about to lose my voice. Yeah. Sheridan will not want to listen. But it's going pretty good. So far in the case, we're on the second part of the investigation. So we got to where the mayor started pretending to be a yokai. So that way, Black Quill would not accuse Jinxie of being the murderer or being an accomplice of the murderer. Good. Is the investigation going well? Yes, because now we're kind of getting towards the suspect that we wanted. Look out for LaBelle. Here comes justice. Let's go find Mr. LaBelle and rake him over the coals. Thanks for your help. You've just given us a major leap. Okay. There's something that still bothers me. If Mr. LaBelle is the killer, what could have motivated him to open the forbidden chamber? We should probably search it for clues. Only one problem. How do you open a locked door that doesn't have a keyhole? Let's go talk to Jinxie. Maybe she can help. Will he? Oh, she took the flower out. No! Not the flower. Ages has it been since I've seen that. We often battled it out like this back in the day. I've been meaning to ask, which one of you is stronger? That would be me, of course. For I am the demon lord of the yokai. Yeah, but the Nine-Tails Fox imprisoned you. Athena, don't encourage him. It's already hard enough as it is. Oh, I just wanted to find out which one of them I just wanted to find out which one of them was really the strongest. Thank you for the hydrate and head pat, Mr. Bob. Hold on, I'm about to test something. Okay. I think I forgot to refresh. Hold it. I'm not like self-head patting myself. Did I even show up? I didn't even see it. Oh yeah, I did. Okay. All right. All right. Was there anything else I wanted to present? Maybe this? A descendant of the old Nine-Tails, perhaps? It would seem he's doing quite well these days. Yeah, he's a huge hit from kids all the way up to their grandparents. It seems I've been resting on my laurels for far too long. It is time I, too, debut in the mortal realm and rekindle my struggle against that wily fox. That's the spirit. You can make your debut as soon as you get that as soon as we get you that not guilty verdict. Then I had best return to form. Push-ups and sit-ups should do for now. Is he planning a new career as a pro wrestler? I was hoping you'd take a look at this. An offering to me, quite admirable. But the best thing you could do is offer to me is to win my freedom. Right. I'll do my best. Oh, enjoy your lurk, Mr. Blob. Sadly, I'm a little busy, so I'll have to lurk most of tonight. I'll watch the VOD later, Lynn. Sure thing, Mr. Blob. Sure thing, sure thing. I'm definitely going to try to hit 3 hours, but I don't know. These good calls are kind of taking it out of my throat. I'm hoping to get really far. Like, maybe I'll pull some, like, super smart moves, you know? Okay, she was not here. So, Yokai Lane? Yeah, Yokai Lane. Hey, isn't that... Oh, you dare imprison me? Jinxie! She's acting really strange. That loathsome, no good nine-tailed fox. He shall know no. She has no. Grr, you shall pay. Oh, you shall pay dearly, all of you. Jinxie, are you all right? Eek! Oh, is that you, Mr. Demon Lawyer? Morning, Jinxie. Morning. Isn't it already past noon? And what am I doing here? Last I remembered, I laid down to take a nap back at the manor. Oh no! It must have been the Makuragashi. There we go. Makuragashi? Ever awake after a restless night of sleep to find your pillow in an unusually place? Or that you've been sleeping on the floor or in the hallway? Well, it's that yokai's fault. The Makuragashi preys on people while they're sleeping. That sounds like you just need to be tucked in really tight, or maybe in a snug sleeping bag. Jinxie, how come you don't have any charms on your forehead? Oh, I don't? Oh, they must have fallen off. Without them, evil things can creep into me. I say we had more than an adequate demonstration of that just now. I better reapply them. Jinxie, there's something I wanted to ask you. There was something I wanted to tell you too. I remembered something else. You did? What was it? What you remembered? Hold it, before we get way into this, what was she saying? Alright, hey, isn't that... Oh, you dare imprison me? Jinxie? Jinxie! She's acting really strange. That loathsome, no good nine-tailed fox! He shall know the terror that is mine and to spare. You shall pay. Oh, all of you shall pay dearly. All of you. Jinxie? Are you all right? Okay, that's when she... Okay. Jinxie, can you tell us what you remembered? Well, after the trial, I remember lots of stuff. But there was one thing that I thought was really weird. I'm almost afraid to ask, but here goes. Really? Oh, what? It's about the yokai feathers and tracks. They weren't there when I first opened the door. Wait, what? Are you sure? Uh-huh. My memory's crystal clear now. So, you're saying they were left at the crime scene after you found it? This could spell major trouble, Apollo. Why? Because Jinxie is already accused of leaving the feathers and tracks at the crime scene. If they weren't there when she discovered the crime scene, it will totally fuel the claim that she fabricated the evidence later on. Jinxie's fuzzy memory of the whole incident is really working against us. The prosecution will probably say that she doesn't remember planting the evidence. Good luck refuting that. Oh, man. This is not good. I sure hope she didn't plant the evidence while she was sleepwalking or something. Jinxie, you wouldn't happen to know how to open the forbidden chamber. That door doesn't even have a keyhole. Well, it's supposed to have a secret mechanism. They say you have to figure it out before the keyhole will appear. A secret mechanism? Really? Uh-huh. It's hidden in the fox chamber. But only Alderman QB knew what it was and how it worked. The Alderman of the Ninetails Vale sure loved his secrets. Apollo, let's go see if we can find that secret mechanism. Whoa, slow down there. Slow down. There's something else I need to ask about. Jinxie, is there only one key to the Forbidden Chamber? Uh-huh. Even the Manor's master key won't open it. That's because it's a very special room that must never be opened. Guess that means nobody entered the Forbidden Chamber after the murder. After all, we know Mayor Timba took the key from the killer and swallowed it, so the mayor's efforts to keep the killer out of the Forbidden Chamber were not in vain. I don't think so. I think they were in vain. Okay. Okay, we must have to present some stuff to her. Was this a Tsukimagoni? Tsukogami. A yokai that inhabits objects that have been used for a really long time. A red demon and a Tsukumogami. What a strange combination. Is everything to her some supernatural phenomenon? Okay, there's gotta be something of evidence that she'll want. That's the amazing Ninetails. He lived in the mountains right outside the village, but he often comes to visit. Really? He doesn't sound very secret or elusive to me. No, he's not. In fact, he visits the village bathhouse all the time. No way! The amazing Ninetail goes to public bathhouses? Uh-huh. But like a true wrestling legend, he never takes off his mask. He takes baths in his mask? Uh-huh. And he also has towels that say, "Wrestlers Wanted." If I saw a naked masked guy with a message like that on his towel, I run the other way. Alderman QB made that statue. It's a token of goodwill. I think it was meant to be for Ninetails Vale and Tinma Town. A token of goodwill, but the two yokai are fighting. Fighting? Oh, I see what you mean. The cup portion is missing. statue. Originally depicted the two yokai holding up a cup in celebration. But it sure doesn't look that way now, does it? Maybe it broke when it was used to hit Mayor Tim on the head. And that would explain it. I guess the only two people who knew what it really like were the alderman and I. Now it's just me, but a symbol of goodwill will be forever etched in my mind. So, is there anything else we should know about Jinxie? No, that's about it. My bracelet, it's reacting. Jinxie, you wouldn't happen to be...
In justice we trust. Yikes.
A ghost!
Ugh.
Detective Fulbright, what are you doing here?
I have business with this young lady, if you must know. Prosecutor Blackwell has asked me to question her. Fulbright.
Question me? Sorry, not interested. Are you there? Are you here to ask about the whole yokai affair?
That's right. Specifically, we wanted to ask, but I can't tell you that now, can I?
Oh, come on, please. We're partners in justice, right?
No, Prosecutor Blackwell specifically told me my questions were of the utmost justice. I will not fall for your lies. In justice we trust.
There's the Twisted Samurai sure has him on a short leash. So, you're not a ghost? Maybe some sort of urban troll then?
Now then, Miss Timma, to the station with you.
He took her away. I missed my chance to see what she was lying about. Well, at least we found out that there's a secret mechanism for opening the chamber. Let's go check it out. I just hope they would let us in now.
Did this guy change his hair? Oh, what an absolutely fabulous scent. I'm so glad I had these carnations imported from England. Nothing but the finest will do. Perhaps I should place one aside for our dearly departed alderman.
Hey, it's Mr. LaBelle. Apollo, let's ask him about you-know-what. Oh, yeah, before we search the Fox Chamber, we should ask about the blackmail letter.
Why, if it isn't the mayor's little lawyers, what do you want with me?
Oh, there's something we wanted to ask. Where is that ringing coming from?
You'll have to excuse me. Hello, LaBelle here. What the? Those things on his shoulders are cell phones? Yes, about that. You must forgive me. The whole matter with Mayor Timma has been a complete nightmare.
Where do you buy clothes like that?
Surprised. This is my own special design. It's the ultimate in functional beauty.
Functional beauty? Are you sure about that? It looks a bit unwieldy to me.
You simply don't have an eye for beauty.
if having an eye for beauty means looking like this, I'm out of mind. So, what do you want with me? Did you see Tim Mataro? Both Jinxie and Mr. Filch said they saw Tim Mataro. But what about you, Mr. LaBelle? If you were in the why did... Very well. I admit it. That's right. I, Ferent LaBelle, saw the demon Tim Mataro. So he did see something. Then why did you lie about him not seeing him? I was simply trying to protect dear little Jinxie. Protect Jinxie? What do you mean? Why don't tell me you haven't heard that strange little habit of hers. Which one are we talking about? The one where she wanders about making mischief without knowing what she's doing. Rumor has it she's possessed by Tim Mataro. That's a new one to me. Well, there you have it. Anytime you hear about Tim Mataro's sighting, little Jinxie should be your prime suspect. Tell us more about that rumor. So what was that rumor about Jinxie? They say she's possessed. Not all the time, of course. It hits suddenly, and then she starts wandering, doing strange things. Is that so? Oh, come to think of it. That loathsome, no good nine-tailed fox. Ye shall know terror that is mine. That certainly would explain how she was acting. Once she even put on a Tim Mataro costume and wandered around the woods at night. She did?
Beware you who sealed me away.
Why are we getting this animated? I wish I never asked. Does she remember anything while she's possessed? Unfortunately, no. She doesn't seem to remember a thing during these episodes. Memory lost during possession. Come to think of it, her memory. Oh, wait, that's LaBelle, sorry. Come to think of it, her memory of the murder scene was quite fuzzy. I suppose that, too, was caused by her possession. Then maybe... So you do understand that whole yokai business was entirely of her own making. Now, wait a minute. Although that yokai evidence wasn't there until after she discovered the crime scene, did she leave those black feathers and strange tracks there herself? Apollo, let's ask Mayor Tim about Jinxie's episodes the next time we talk to him. What is that? It's the blackmail letter, but it wasn't sent to Alderman QB. It was sent to Mayor Tinma. And your point being... Tell him to stop fondling his flowers. Now, I don't know if I can stop this man. He keeps on blinding me. His flower is like perfume, and he keeps on squirting it in my face. Someone took the letter from the mayor's briefcase and then placed it in the alderman's pocket after he was murdered. Oh, you don't say. You wouldn't happen to be the one who made the switch, would you? After all, you're the only one who knew that the blackmail letter was in his briefcase. So naturally, you... Perhaps that shot of cologne will make those scales fall from your eyes. Or my eyes fell from my sockets. Is it possible that you would like to frame me as a potential suspect? What would make you raise such an outrageous allegation in the first place? Well, my only crime is being born as beautiful as you see here. In other words, you have nothing. Now, let me show you what to do with this garbage. You can't destroy evidence like that. What do you mean I can't? I just did. Feeling a little lighter now. You just want a one-way trip to the top of my most annoying people ever list, buddy. Are we done with your silly questions now? I'm a very busy man, you know. I guess that's it for now. Hello, LaBelle speaking. Really? You wish to carry my new product at your store? Oh, but I'm afraid it's my own private brand. It's not available. But what? Then I shouldn't advertise it on TV? But I don't understand. The embodiment of beauty is my duty to announce my good books to the world. Plus, I'm getting off. Everyone wants my exclusive Jesse LaBelle product. It's the crown jewel of my collection, born of my long, relentless pursuit of beauty. But now that it's become so popular, it's been an absolute nightmare. You don't say. Well, they can't have it. It's just for me. It's not meant for you peasants. No. I could say this more. I could say this with a little bit more sass. It's not meant for you peasants. Peasants? This is my latest product. I'm calling it Color Me LaBelle. A dazzling hair color that you can wash out with just water. Guess that means you can't sweat. I have 7 colors in all. You can find out more in my commercials and magazine ads. Yet it's not available to the public. Great sales strategy there, genius. Come to think of it, Mr. LaBelle, your hair color changed since the last time we met. The little lady has quite the discerning eye. Here's a little set. Consider it a gift for one who truly appreciates beauty. Oh, Apollo? What should I do? I better take it before you get a face full of cologne. Good point. Wow, thanks, Mr. LaBelle. Okay, let's head over to the fog chamber. We still gotta find the secret mechanism for opening the forbidden chamber. Fuck you. Look at him fondling his flower. I don't think we got to see him do all that, miss. Okay, he strokes it. Then he, like, gives it a couple of pats. And then he kind of gives it a little twist. You know, this sounds way worse when I do the commentary. Bye, bye, bye. Yes, do you always go around sticking your hand in other people's faces? Oh, no, I just wanted to show you this. And yes, you do have something in that grimy paw of yours. But I only have eyes for things of beauty. Now, if you would excuse me, I guess he'll only look at stuff that interests him. I think my attorney's badge is pretty. How about that? Hold it. Hold it. The amazing Nine Tails. What's so amazing about him? I mean, my glossaries are selling way better than his. You sell glossies? Oh, that's right. It's pronounced glossies, not glossaries. You sell glossies of yourself? That's right. I have one for all 7 of my hair colors. Well, I guess that's it. Civilization over. If you want one, you need simply ask. I'll even let you choose the color yourself. No, thank you. Hold on, what did he say about his hair color? Dazzling hair color that you can wash out with water. Isn't it magnificent? What if you start to sweat? Won't that wash the color out too? I assure you, Florent LaBelle embodiment of beauty does not sweat. Then what about rain? Even if you don't sweat, you never know when it... Hold it. Peasants like you fail to grasp the truth. Rain and other forces of nature draw back in the awe of my beauty. Sure they're not being repelled back by your narcissism? Alright, well thank you. No, turn off autoplay. No. I'm moving. I want to get away from, as far away from this flower fondling man. He who fondles his flower. Alright. Okay. Let's find the secret mechanism for opening the forbidden chamber. Ooh, this is so exciting! I can't wait to see how it works. Oh, but do you really think the killer entered the forbidden chamber? We'll just have to open it to find out. We should also see if there's if there was anywhere in the the killer could have hidden in this room. Okay, let's get started. I do not have Athena, I have no way of knowing how that's pronounced. I want to say apparate, but that is not the word. A-P-U.
Apurate.
Apparate. Wait.
Apurate.
Apparate.
Apurate.
Oh, there.
Apurate.
Apparate.
Apurate.
Apparate.
Apurate.
Apparate. Okay. Thank you, Google. Always coming in clutch with the pronunciations. Okay, let's see. I don't think we'll find anything else on this chair. There is a lift outside the window. Makes it pretty impossible to get out this way. When I hear things like that, it just makes me want to try. Never say never, right? I bet I could get out this way. No, wait! Do you have a death wish or something? It won't even open wide enough for me to squeeze through. I guess I lost the bet. That loss just saved your life. Two foxes standing back to back are depicted on this elegant folding tool. Would this have something to do with the keyhole? Wait a minute. Two foxes. There are two fox statues in front of the Forbidden Chamber as well. Maybe the keyhole will appear if we do something to this folding screen. But I don't see anything unusual about it. Well, it does have two foxes on it, and there are two fox statues in front of the door. Then maybe there's a clue somewhere in this room. Let's turn this whole place upside down. She's as excited as a kid in a candy store. I just remembered this mystery novel I read once. The murder occurred in a locked room, and the perpetrator made sure to hide behind the room's door when it was opened. Then, when no one was looking, he made his escape. A clever trick, but would have been impossible in this case. See this broken Tanuki statue here? The door must have banged into it when it was open. Oh, I get it. The killer could have been there because of, the killer couldn't have been there because of the statue. Doesn't this Tanuki statue remind you of the manor's caretaker, Phineas Filch? This raccoon-looking thing? Yeah, it does look like him. Oh, I just got the best idea. We should knock it over. It might transform back into Mr. Filch. Mr. Filch is mischievous, but he's not magical, you know. Way to waste a brilliant idea, Apollo. Look, trophies. Ooh, this one was awarded to Alderman QB. The Amazing Ninetales Yokai Division winner, Timatown Pro Wrestling Tournament. Yokai Division? I didn't know you could have a division of one. Apollo, you should enter the tournament next time. And I had the perfect name for you, the mysterious Firebrand. A mild-mannered masked lawyer by day, demonic masked wrestler by night. No one's going to hire a masked lawyer, Athena. What What are you talking about? Godo got hired all the time and he had a mask. The statue originally depicted the two yokai holding a cup in goodwill, in a gesture of goodwill. Maybe Alderman QB was planning on smoothing things over with Mayor Tenma, but he was murdered instead by somebody who intervened. Was that a theme the whole time? No. The statue originally depicted the two yokai holding up a cup in a gesture of goodwill. Maybe Alderman QB was planning on smoothing things over with Mayor Tenma, but he was murdered instead by somebody who intervened. The mayor was only pursuing the municipal murder because he had been blackmailed. Who knows if this murder hadn't occurred? Oh, 1 second. Okay. If this murder hadn't occurred, maybe they could have come up with a solution. There's a carving of the nine-tailed fox over the door, and the statues of him on either side. The way those two statues are glaring, it's like they're guarding the door. Come to think, okay, hold it. I have two people with A names that I have to make sure I do not mix up. Come to think of it, there are two foxes on the folding screen as well. It can't be a coincidence, can it? Hey! This statue moves! Don't get carried away now. I mean, who knows? It might trigger a trap. I can handle it. If a spear comes shooting my way, I'll snatch it out of the air. After all, I have the reflexes of a regular karate kid. I guess if you catch something that fast out of midair, you can accomplish anything. Still, there might be something to the fact that these fox statues rotate. Maybe there's something around here that shows the position they should be in? Hey. I accidentally clicked out of the game. Alright. Two foxes standing back to back are depicted on this elegant folding screen. This has something to do with the keyhole, huh? Wait a minute. Two foxes statues in front of... Right, so... Right, we already discussed this. Okay. Alright, so... Still no keyhole, huh? Yeah, and the door won't budge. Just like those spiky banks of yours. Well, all it takes is some water, but I don't think that would work on the door. Oh, I know. I'll break it down with a body slam. I seriously doubt you. How do you know if I haven't even tried? No, wait, don't. Ugh! As much as you hate losing, Athena, I think the door would win this match. How do I rotate the statue? If the statue rotates, which statue rotates? I think it's quite clear. Maybe the killer hid under this table. That would be a terrible hiding place. The alderman's body would have been right above it. Right above. Maybe you're right. Guess the underside is a bit... Wait! There's something under the table. Let's check it out. Ooh. Hey, look, there's something down here. It looks like a piece of something. Only question is, a piece of what?
Oh, I know.
It might be a piece of this statue. Remember what Jinxie said? The statue originally depicted two yokai holding up a cup. It was a symbol of goodwill. So, this piece broke off and rolled under the table? Alright. Well, I can't think of anywhere else to look. You find anything, Apollo? We'll never find a keyhole to the Forbidden Chamber at this rate. There's something about that folding screen. You know how those fox statues in front of the Forbidden Chamber move? That screen might be a clue as to how we're supposed to position them or something. Hey, I bet you're right. Let's go over that screen with a fine-tooth comb. On closer inspection, I think there's more to the screen than meets the eye. Let's check every last inch of it. I can rotate the folding screen with, that, And if I spot anything of interest, I can press space to inspect it further. You can also zoom in and out with B and M, get a better look. Now, let's check every inch of it. Hey, doesn't it look like the picture here has been cut off on both ends? Now that you mentioned it, it looks like there's supposed to be doors on both ends, but they're cut in half. Maybe those doors symbolize the Forbidden Chamber's door. Yeah, it definitely feels like something significant, but the question is what? What's this? Looks like a keyhole or something. You think it could be the keyhole to the Forbidden Chamber? No, it's just a picture. Still, you know what they say, a picture's worth 1,000 words. The picture for key. That shape looks awfully familiar. Oh, yeah, that's still Apollo, okay. Oh, I know. It's the shape like the Forbidden Chamber's key. Wait. What about that keyhole drawn on the center of the screen? Oh, wait, was that Apollo or still... Was that Athena or Apollo? That's all still Apollo. Is Apollo talking to himself? You think the two are related? Oh, wait, Apollo! Hi there, Apollo! Is anybody else confused by this conversation, right? It says... right. Apollo says, it's a picture of a key. That shape looks awfully familiar. Oh, I know. Right, that would be Apollo right there. It's shaped like the Forbidden Chamber's key. Wait, what about that keyhole drawn on the center of the screen? You think the two are related? You think the two are related? Okay, if Athena doesn't answer, then Apollo is talking to himself. Okay, Athena answered. Okay. A key and a keyhole. Ooh! I just got an idea. If we folded the screen up just right, the key and the keyhole should overlap. Hey, I think you're right. Let's give it a try. Oh, look, a door. Yeah, and it's open too. The two foxes are now facing each other, so... Hey, what if we made those fox statues face each other? Apollo! Let's go check out the two statues. Okay, help me move the two statues so they face each other, just like on the screen. Yeah. Look, a lock appeared. Now we can use that key. Okay, here goes nothing. It worked. Is this going to be a portal to another dimension? No, it most likely is going to show us whatever the hell LaBelle has been putting in his hair cream. Time to see why this chamber's so forbidden. What secrets could it hold, I wonder? April 18th, QB Manor, Forbidden Chamber. Oh, speaking of things, you know, during the repo collab, I completely forgot about this. Hold it, wait. So during the if you saw the repo collab, right, and you saw towards the end, like the last bit of it, there's like a really funny moment. Well, I ended up editing that moment, and I should really show y'all at the end of this. But it's so, I felt really proud of my editing in it, even though there's parts of it that are a little bad because I kind of got lazy. But I mean, it's the spirit that counts, you know.
Good.
These doors need some serious oil. That was like nails on a chalkboard. Oh, right. Forgot about those super good ears of yours. Look, more feathers. Whoa. What the heck is that? Is that a Timataru statue? But there's something odd about it. All I know is I don't like it. But I can't explain why. You okay, Athena? You look kind of pale. You're not scared, are you? What? Of this thing? Don't make me laugh. Really? Hey, look. What? What is it? Over there on the left, there's a bunch of staves on the rack. They kind of look like the staff we saw earlier. You mean the one Jinxie said she saw Timataro carry? Yeah, I bet our Timataro impersonator really did come in here at some point. Well, what are we waiting for? Let's search the place. I already see something that is very incriminating. Man, I just saw someone get so far in blueprints, but oh my god, this game goes deep. Every time you peel back a layer, there's another underneath. I'll definitely have to check it out. Supposedly it took about as long as to make as the witness. Okay. I'll definitely check it out, but I've got some games I gotta finish first, Cave Johnson. Okay, first things first. What's this? And it looks like it takes about as long to solve. Well, I didn't really finish the witness, so. Whatever it is, the packaging is really gaudy. The fact that there's no dust on it means it hasn't been here very long. Oh, it's hand cream. Let's see, what brand is it? Just this LaBelle? LaBelle? What the? But then, wouldn't that mean Mr. LaBelle was here? I guess so, but why? Well, whoever was dressed up like Timataro must have taken the staff from here in the Forbidden Chamber. And that same person probably dropped this hand cream at the time. Like, I have no idea what it actually required to finish it. Half the game is learning how the game actually works. Past the simple little grid game you see on the surface. Well, I haven't seen anything about it, Cave Johnson. I just saw it pop up on my Steam, and then after that, I just kind of wish listed it because I was like, oh, that sounds interesting because it's blue. In other words, the Timitaro impersonator we're looking for is none other than... Hell yeah. Laurent LaBelle. This might be a big break for us in the court tomorrow. Now all we have to do is get the truth out of Mayor Timma. Hand cream added to court record. Black feathers. They look exactly like the ones in the Fox chamber. That means the killer must have been in here at some point. The question is why? Maybe the Timitaro costume was hidden in here. I mean, if someone carried it through the mirror, it would have sucked out like a sore thumb. But when did the killer get in here? The mayor snatched the Forbidden Chamber key when the killer hit him on the head. That means the killer could have only gotten in here before the murder. Wow, this is one tough riddle, all right. A stone lantern. Like those Japanese garden lamps. Where's the switch? Lamps like these are lit by fire, not electricity, so there's no switch. Oh, here it is. What? It was hidden out of sight. I see Timitaro still has been outfitted with all the amenities a yokai could want. I like how I was trying to click on this, but they clicked on that instead. Looks like a gravestone or something. It reads, "Here lies Timitaro, age 80. Cause of death, choked on a chicken bone." Say it ain't so. Besides, that sounds more like an autopsy report than an epitaph, if you ask me. Wait, you're joking around because you're scared. It's your coping mechanism. I'm not scared. Freakout Central right here, baby. Cut it out, Widget. Denial is strong in this one. Oh, look. Why does Timitaro have like bat wings if he's supposed to be a crow? Not like bat wings, bat ears. Oh, look, there's an air vent here too. I guess even forbidden chambers need proper ventilation. But I don't think anyone can reach this one either. Yeah, and there's nothing to stand on around here. I wonder where this vent leads. Well, the Fox chamber vent didn't branch this way, so maybe it doesn't have anything to do with this case after all? I don't know about that. Okay. So there's this. Let's look at this. Stone lantern. That was not what I was clicking on. Thank you, though. Hey, there's a bunch of staves here. And it looks like one's missing. The Timitaro Jinxie saw must have taken it. I'd have to agree. These look like the ones Detective Fulbright showed us. Why do you think there are so many here? Maybe they're spares? Timitaro might be, you know, absent-minded or something. But the fact that he has spare stays handy, well, it shows he's aware of his fault and is trying to deal with them. Or at least, that's my take on it. Maybe this will remind her to deal with her own faults, but I won't hold my breath. Okay. Apollo, I think you're just wasting your time there. What? Excuse me. Whoa. That's one big statue. Must be something like 15 feet tall. And look, this Timataro has a staff. But the Timataro on the scroll didn't have one. I wonder why. I feel like this could be significant, but why? Let's take a closer look. First, go around this table here. Apollo, are you sure that's a good idea? Hey, it looks like there's some sort of compartment in the base of the statue. Don't open it. Who knows what might be in there? It's just a big empty compartment. And from all the dust and cobwebs, I say it hasn't been opened in a really long time. That's enough, Apollo. Let's shut it in. Wait, there is something in here. It looks like some sort of figurine, but it's so dusty, I can't tell what it's supposed to be. That's me. That's my actual height. I wonder what it's doing here. Here hath Timataro have been imprisoned. Looks like an old scroll, and there's something drawn on it. Unless I'm mistaken, it looks like an old guy. And some sort of monk, maybe? A monk? What are you talking about? You know, people that take walks in the mountain as a form of spiritual training. Wouldn't that just be a hiker? The guy in the picture doesn't look like he's doing this for fun, Athena. Oh, there's some yellow thing strapped to his back. Whoa, it's turning into Timataro. What's this scroll getting at? Is this how Timataro was born? Well, whatever it is, it's definitely creepy. I guess that about wraps it up. What now? We should probably talk to some of the witnesses again. You mean like Mr. Filch and Jinxie? Yeah, I really want to ask Mr. Filch about this village superstitions in Timataro. Seems we finally have the real killer in our sights. The only person to threaten Mayor Timma, pushed for the municipal merger and to be identified at the manor disguised as Timataro is none other than Mayor Timma's aide, Florent LaBelle. We're in for a fight tomorrow. Let's banish Timataro both literally and figuratively. Yeah, we'll be fine between the two of us. We'll send that yokai packing along with that twisted samurai of a prosecutor. Let's do this! I wonder, does she have anything to say? Sorry, Apollo. There's nothing coming to mind. But give me an hour and I'll have it analyzed, psych style. I'll get started on it right away. No need for that. I was just wondering. I just want to see what she'll react to. Okay, I don't think... Is there anything she might react to? What an interesting picture. It looks like there's a one-on-one monster smackdown. It must have been quite the battle. Which yokai do you think was stronger? Seems to me Timataro's ability to fly would give him an edge over the nine-tailed fox. We talked about this. Let's see. Does not know anything about that. What about this? She does not know anything about that. Oh my gosh. What about the glossy? What about the mask? I can't believe Alderman TV. Right, we talked about the mask. I don't know if there's anything else that we could talk about then. What about your hair color? You don't want your hair color? How come we didn't take this strange scroll? Okay, yeah, it's fine. Let's go to the foyer. All right, QB Manor Foyer. Whoop. Ah. It's the curse. The curse of Tin Mataro.
You outsiders are ignoring them superstitions at our peril. Mind your business, will you?
Stop stealing from me. Ugh. Ouch. What's all this about? What's all this about a curse?
Mataro's gonna curse us all. Unless y'all stop sticking your noses where it don't belong. Stop the investigation. Listen to what them superstitions say.
Right. How about obeying the law before you go obeying superstitions?
Huh?
Hey, what are you trying to do with Widget around your neck? He's mine. And you know better than to go around stealing people's stuff like that. And the same goes for my bracelet. Sorry, I promise I won't do it again. You almost kidnapped my sweet little Widget.
The big dirt. I'm sorry.
I guess you can't teach an old raccoon dog new tricks. Once we have him here, we should ask him about what happened. Stealing. I can't believe you did that. It's one thing to steal a pair of shoes, but to steal Widget? Ugh.
Yikes!
Mercy. Mercy. I can't seem to control myself. It's that thieving blood running in my veins. Thieving blood? What's that supposed to be? Glad you asked. The infamous bandit Azuki Kozo was my grandpap. Again at this. What exactly am I looking at? Looks like another one of those yokai to me. None other than the Azuki Kozo, robbed from the rich cave to the poor. He did. And he'd leave one of these figurines at the scene of the crime. Once more, I'm his grandson because he was my grandpa. Wow, you don't say.
His honor is the honest truth.
Wait. The saucing sound of beans scraping together in the dead of night. It's a magical sound of dirty money getting washed clean for giving out the poor. I'm Azuki Kozo, washer of money. Give her out a wealth reborn. Yeah, I know. Forget the money. You should be washing yourself with this nasty habit. Wait a second. This figurine looks familiar. Yes, it just looks like the old dusty figurine we found in the Forbidden Chamber.
Hey! What are you doing with that there figure?
Oh, we found it in the Forbidden Chamber. It looks like it's been there practically forever.
Could be my grandpappy broke into the Forbidden Chamber way back. Hey, that reminds me, he once that once told me there's treasure in that there chamber.
Treasure? What do you know about treasure in the Forbidden Chamber?
Only that is the greatest get-rich-quick chance in the universe. Grandpappy told me all about it. Said there's an amazing treasure there.
There's something amazing in there. I didn't see anything like that though. Your grandfather didn't by chance already steal it, did he?
Seeing how there was one of his figures in there, that just might be. That's Grandpappy for you. I bet he washed that treasure real good before handing it out to the poor.
Oh, of course. Because he was so righteous. In court, you mentioned seeing Tim and Taro near the scene of the crime.
Oh yeah, didn't come clean right away, but them superstitions got the better of me.
The people in Ninetales Vale sure seems like the superstitious bunch. I'm not surprised you wouldn't want to talk about seeing Tim and Taro.
Darn right! Them superstitions scared me out of my wits, I tell you. That's what I'm gonna do is what they say from now on.
So you plan on staying here in Ninetales Vale?
Yep. Gonna keep living right here and keep up with the old ways, just like Grandpappy did. Them superstitions are like a rule book to me.
Wait, you're saying you actually believe in those old wives' tales?
Ain't you been listening to a word I said?
You're going to do exactly what them superstitions say. Well, I say that's baloney.
Take that!
It's clearly written right here. Ignoring the superstitions will cost you your soul. There is, however, one way to save it. Your immediate departure from the village. So according to this, you shouldn't even be here, let alone talking with us. You said you plan on staying right here in Ninetales Vale. But if you really believed in superstitions, you would have gone a long you would have been gone long gone by now. I know you've been lying to me. It's time to come clean, Mr. Filch.
Yikes!
You were lying about believing in superstitions, weren't you?
Sorry. I didn't have no choice.
So what was the real reason why you couldn't talk about seeing Tim and Taro?
It's all that pretty boy's fault. Mr. LaBelle, if you know what I mean. He told me not to say a word about seeing Tim and Taro. But if I said I did, he'd do to me what them superstitions said would happen.
So it was Mr. LaBelle who muzzled you. Why would Mr. LaBelle want to scare you into silence?
Mr. LaBelle trying to protect that little maid gal. It was on the account of that rumor. The one about her being possessed.
That rumor again? I guess we really do have to talk to the mayor of Timma about possession rumor.
Ouch! Hey, watch it! You little bitch. I'll be taking that back now. I like family to me.
Let's just ask instead of stealing it. Was that all we wanted to ask Mr. Filch? Yeah, I think it was. Let's go see Mr. Timataro one more time. Just thinking about dealing with that yokai again makes me want to say pass. I don't know if you want that stuff. Your grandfather was a famous thief.
That's right. He stole from the rich and gave to the poor. Just like old Robin Hood. But in these parts, he was known as Asuki Kozo. He washes his loot clean before handing it out to the poor.
It's hard to imagine Mr. Filch had such a noble intentions. I bet he's planning on keeping my bracelet for himself. All right. Let's see about Yokai Lane. Is Jinxie there? Jinxie is not there. What about the Kiwi Manor Guard? That man is there. Well, I know not to show show any evidence to him. Detention center. Lord Timma, your attorneys are here to see you, your malevolence. Why are you speaking like that? Oh, Mayor Timma, you've returned. Yes, well, Jinxie came by earlier to apply a new charm to my head. It seems to be suppressing the demon within me. That's a relief. Maybe we'll actually get somewhere this time. So what can I do for you today? We'd like to ask about the rumor that Jinxie is possessed. Ugh. She allegedly left the yokai evidence at the scene while under a demon's power. At least that's what the prosecution is going to claim at tomorrow's trial. Uh-huh.
No match is this warding charm for me.
The charm. Timma Toro's back.
Those foolish mortals, they shall regret blaming that child for my doing.
Ugh, I blew it. That question brought that yokai back. Probably won't drop the act until Jinxie's name is cleared either. The rumor about Jinxie. We'd like to ask you about something about your aide, Florent LaBelle mentioned. Do you know Jinxie is rumored to be possessed? I know not of what you speak. You're not trying to protect Jinxie, are you?
I, Timatoro, demon lord of the yokais, protect a mere mortal. No affections do I possess for your race of humans.
Please, we've already proved that there was a third party disguised as a yokai at the scene. But if you deny that tomorrow, we'll never be able to clear Mayor Timma's name.
But I have already told you I do not know what you speak.
I don't think we'll get anything more out of him. It's all over unless we can prove Jinxie didn't plant that yokai evidence. Hey, Apollo, I think I got this one. I think I could prove she didn't do it. Really? Sure. I should be able to use psychology to explain the whole possession thing. Knock yourself out then. Wow, Athena's really something. I can really count on her when it really count on her when it counts. The real story. Mayor Timma, Jinxie isn't possessed. I believe her so-called possession is a form of somnambulism. Somnambulism? You mean sleepwalking? Yes, I believe she's exhibiting a rare form of the disorder. It's unusually brought on by repressed stress. Mr. Mayor, her symptoms didn't start soon after. Didn't her symptoms start soon after she began her job in the Ninetales Vale?
When this child visited last, she did speak of dreading yokai and how they robbed her of her sleep each night.
I knew it! That lack of sleep is causing her to enter an unconscious state. And that means she can't be trying to protect you. At least, not on a conscious level. So then, the Timataro that was spotted at the manor wasn't Jinxie. Sleepwalking, eh? That would indeed explain the matter. Look, a Timataro spirit. It's left the mayor's body. Can you tell us the truth now, Mayor Timma?
Very well. It's the least I could do for a superb exorcist such as you.
Feathers and tracks. Mayor Timma, you didn't leave those feathers and tracks at the scene, did you?
I did not. Neither I nor Jinxie have anything to do with that. That was the killer's doing, no doubt.
I knew it!
You suspect Furret is behind this. But why? Did he really want Ninetails' veil that badly? Can you think of any reason why? Looking back, he did seem fixated on Timataro for a spell. Could it be? Oops. Perhaps he was attempting to release Timataro.
Nah. I don't think so.
That's crazy. Are you saying that yokai is real? Whatever the case, Timataro brings nothing but pain and misfortune. It's as the superstition warns, you must not gaze upon him nor free him from his prison. But how can people actually believe that?
Well, at least we know who's behind this whole Timataro thing now.
Yeah, and I think we need to have another nice long chat with Mr. LaBelle. Your dinner is ready, Your Benevolence. An offering to the Demon King. You may place it right there. The kitchen crew poured their heart and soul into making it. Did they now? Souls happen to be a favorite of mine. Just hold the hearts next time. Yes, Your Benevolence. I'll remember that. How long is he planning to keep up this yokai charade? Well, we've already talked to Mr. Filch and Mayor Timma, so why don't we go see Furret LaBelle next? Now that we know the truth, he won't be able to claim that Timataro was Jinxie or the mayor anymore.
But the real question is, how are we going to get him to admit that it was him?
Yeah, I know. Okay, now let's practice that again, Filchy, from the top. Mr. LaBelle was in the fort at the time of the crime. And when we heard a scream, oh heck. What was the next part again? Oh! You had the memory capacity of a flea. This is the 13th time, you know. Oh yeah, the Joker, I forgot about him, yeah. Now, 100 times more and we're done. What on earth are they practicing? Oh, I ain't cut out for this. Whoop-de-daisy. Oh, begging your pardon, Mr. LaBelle, sir. It's just all this bright. Yikes! Unbelievable. What if you had sullied my outfit with those grubby little paws of yours? Did Filch LaBelle's wallet now?
So, what do you think they're up to this time, Apollo?
Oh, it's you two. Eavesdropping, are we? Pfft, you peasants are so tacky. Well, what do you want with me?
your confession to being Timataro imposter would be nice, right? Mr. Filch filled me in on a conversation you two had about how you told him not to say a word about seeing Timataro.
Filchy, you fool! Yipes!
I told you nothing good would come from you running your mouth. So why did you want Mr. Filch to be quiet like that, Mr. LaBelle? Why, to protect darling little Jinxie, of course. But Jinxie was never really possessed. She was sleepwalking. Being asleep at the time, she couldn't have been consciously trying to protect the mayor. That also means she couldn't have possibly been Timataro. Interesting. But where are you going with this? Since you asked so politely, I believe you have a different reason for trying to keep Mr. Filch quiet. That reason would be to deflect doubt away from the one who was really Timataro. Now this is getting interesting. Are you insulating that I'm Timataro? So sorry to disappoint, but I'm nothing of the sort.
That's right. Mr. LaBelle even don't.
I said Timataro was Jinxie, you fool. All right, what did he say? That's right, Mr. LaBelle even told me Timataro was Jinx. So why would he?
Honest,
You had the memory capacity of a flea. Practice it 100 more times.
yikes!
So, have you been called to testify tomorrow? Yes, and I'm so looking forward to my courtroom debut. But you'll just have to wait until then. Oh, I'll be waiting. And with a special piece of evidence I've been just saving you.
Filchy! Wake up, you lazy bones.
Huh? What? I was sleeping? Yawn? Must have been that sweet cologne of yours, Mr. LaBelle. Made me right sleepy, it did. Well, it's time for your lesson. Lesson on what to do and say tomorrow.
Oh, I'm begging you, not another lesson. I ain't cut out for this thinking and remembering stuff. Yarr! Right up the schnoozle.
Keep quiet and do exactly as I say.
Oh, please. Anything but another lesson.
There they go. Missed our chance to get the truth out of him. Yeah, but we'll still get the proof we need in court tomorrow, one way or another. All that's left now is the lie Jinxie told. We better go clear that up before tomorrow. You think they're done questioning Jinxie? Maybe. Let's see she's over on Yokai Lane for shopping for more charms. The cursed nine-tailed fox. The time for settling scores is nigh. My grudge has been festering over time, and last vengeance is mine. She must be possessed. I'm sleepwalking again. Maybe if I speak softly, I won't startle her, and get a charm blaster on my forehead. Psst. Jinxie. Jinxie. Huh? Oh, hello, Mr. Demon Lawyer. My charms must have fallen off again. Whew, I guess I could avoid a charm slap, but holding down my cords of steel. Are they done questioning you, Jinxie? And on the way back, I stopped here to buy a new charm one that was just released. Yeah, which one? The one with the Ninetale Fox and Tenmuch Taro. It shows them dancing together. It shows them dancing together. Really? Two bitter rivals dancing? Oh, wait, that's Apollo. Really? Two bitter rivals dancing together? Uh-huh. It's a charm for rebuilding burnt bridges. Oh, right. For the municipal merger issue. No, it's for the demon lawyer and the insomniac prosecutor. It'll stop you two from fighting like you did in court this morning. We weren't fighting. It was just a spirited debate. That's what... Ah! No fighting. Charm slapped again. Apollo, if you're done playing around, let's find out what she was lying about. What you remember? Jinxie, it seems like you're starting to remember things. You already said the feathers and tracks weren't there when you discovered the crime. Have you remembered anything else that seems important? Like what? Tell us what you saw that day. Maybe you'll remember something this time. Yeah. When I opened the door, Papa and Alderman QB were collapsed in the Fox chamber. That's when Papa told me to call an ambulance and the police. That's all he said before he passed out in the chair. Oh, I knew it. She's holding something back. Oh, we get to do this. Her finger's waggling. Oh, that's all he said before he passed out. Hold on, wait. I better stop before I pull an eye ligament. This is kind of easy one to find. Right there.
Gotcha!
You were very nervous when you said that. When you said, that's all he said, weren't you? I know because I saw your finger move as if you're going to slap someone with the charm. Huh? That's a better one. Listen to me, Jinxie. This is very important. Did Mayor Timma say anything else to you? It was nothing. He was just talking in his sleep. Talking in his sleep? So you meant that he did say something else? Eek! How could you tell? Only a demon can have such powers. Hi, what did you remember? Like I said, he was talking in his sleep. I mean, what else would Papa say? I mean, why else would Papa say something like that? Could you be a little more specific? Before he fainted, he said, "Forgive Jinxie. I killed Alderman Joopy." He said what? The mayor actually confessed to the crime? But he didn't mean it. He couldn't possibly have known what he was saying. He was probably possessed, or maybe he was in the middle of a nightmare. Nightmare? No. This is a nightmare. This is the one statement I wish I had never heard. What in the world are we going to do now? return to the basics. That's right. Always believe in your client, no matter what happens. That is a lawyer's greatest and most trusted weapon. Right. Just believe in my client, even if all I can see ahead is darkness and despair. Jinxie, does Prosecutor Blackwell know about your father's confession? He didn't mention it when he was questioning me. I mean, there's no way Papa's the killer. Why would the mayor confess like that? Could he have really been dreaming or simply delirious? Who knows, but I sure feel like I'm living a nightmare right now. Apollo, what are we going to do about tomorrow's trial? The crime scene was locked down tight until Jinxie arrived, and our clients even confessed. Not only that, Jinxie has been accused of planting the yokai evidence. Both the mayor and Jinxie are going to prison if we don't do something. I know. Well, let's see here. Our lack of a third party in the locked room is a major problem. Jinxie has testified that when she first opened the door, Alderman QB and Mayor Timma were the only people she saw in the fox chamber. But the real killer must have been hiding in there as well. Considering the room was locked tight, that's the only logical explanation. Our mysterious person must have fled the fox chamber when it was open. And that's when Jinxie saw what she thought was Timataro. But Papa and Alderman were the only people in there. I didn't see anyone else. What's going on here? LaBelle's extremely pale, but far from transparent. So, just how did he hide himself at the scene of the crime? Whatever it takes in court tomorrow, Apollo. We have to take down that dirty, rotten Timataro for Rent LaBelle. Right. We'll get him with a legal exorcism, justice style. Okay. I'm going to end it there. I think that's a good stopping point. It's almost been 4 hours. But like I said, I think my throat's not doing too well tonight. So I'm going to end it there. I think that's a good stopping point. All right. All right. Well, I don't want to spoil myself. All right. Well, thank y'all for joining me. I'm going to call it there. I do not know if we have anybody to raid. Probably not. Not really. So I'm just gonna let y'all go off into the ether of the void of the night. And it's always a joy. I always enjoy seeing how this bizarre understanding of my J job. Well, you have to remember that it's the Japanese version of your job. So there's gonna be some legal differences because taken from the perspective of a different country. But yeah, it still is bizarre though. But yeah, thank you for joining me, Everett. Thank you everybody who stopped by in the stream. I will see y'all Saturday. With it's more than just the Japanese influence, yeah. But I will see y'all Saturday with hopefully I'm thinking it's gonna be close to our ending point of South of Midnight. I really hope we'll get it done. I feel like I'm getting there. Like it's got to be like close to being done. I think after South of Midnight, I might check out Blueprints because I am very interested in it. But yeah. So thank y'all for joining me. I'm going to send y'all off into the ether of the void of the night. Hopefully we'll add some more people to our team Blackpool list. I was gonna add Jinxie to it, I think. I think Jinxie likes Detective Blackquill. We also need to get you to play King's Quest 3 at some point. Yeah, I know. Well, Nine Souls is finishing up, and then I'm also getting close to ending, I think, South of Midnight. So those two games are getting kind of close to ending. I really think I might end Nine Souls the next stream if I don't get like some whole secret area after what is supposed to be the main boss, and it turns out it's not the main boss. Magic Louisiana giant alligators. Yep. Two-toe Tom. Anyway, thank y'all for joining me. I am sending you off into the ether, the void of the night. Good night, everybody. I will see y'all later. Bye-bye. Oh, wait. I forgot to show that video. Hold it. There's a video. Let me do this. Let me do media source. Let me just hit okay. Okay, right now. Take the media source down so it's underneath my YouTuber. Go down right here. Down right here. There you go. All right. So I did a little editing on my final thing for the final little bit final fight in Repo. I did some editing. I can't hear the media. Why is it not playing? Maybe y'all hear it. I don't hear it. Oh, monitor off, monitor mute output. I don't want to. Wait, monitor output maybe? Hold on, let me see if I can get this to replay. Okay. All right, what? Restart when the. Well, okay, there we go. I don't know if y'all can. Hold on, wait. I might have to pause that. I don't know if y'all can. Hold on, wait. It is okay. Okay, it is playing. Okay. All right. Now I can let this play. Anyway, I did a bit of editing. I feel pretty proud of this. I win! Oh, wait. I win! What? Anyway, good night, everybody. I will see y'all later. Yeah, bye-bye.